Is any better than his grandfather's or just different?
Hey, we got another rape in a bathroom. Hurry, help all.
I don't think it's any better or different. I think it's just younger. Lieutenant Benson, SVU.
And then there were just eight drivers left to decide who will be the 2025 Cup Series champion as the NASCAR playoffs roll into Las Vegas for one of the most important races of the year, because a win for a playoff team today is an automatic ticket to the championship 4 in Phoenix. Welcome everyone to Countdown to Green from Las Vegas, presented by Sonic. Joey Logano enters the round of 8 as the lowest seed, but he's won this race 2 of the last 3 years. On the opposite end is Denny Hamlin. He starts this race or the round as the number 1 seed, but only 8 points above the cut line, while Kyle Larson is a 3-time Las Vegas winner and certainly...
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the fuck is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a great day because it's race day.
Today, along with the Hall of Famer Dale Jarrett, Cup Series team owner Brad Daugherty, I'm Marty Snyder. You know, DJ, the teams will tell you, other than the championship race in Phoenix, this is the most important race of the year. Why? Well, Marty, first, before I answer that, there's some other important news today, and I wore my Hall of Fame ring because there's a fellow Hall of Famer, 2011 inductee, Ned Jarrett, that turned 93 years old today. Happy birthday, Dad.
Today we got the race, the Cup race, NASCAR Cup Series race from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the South Point 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is the 4th to last race of the season. Yeah, we only got 4 races, including today. They started the race a little later today. It's kind of weird. I mean, they're going to be competing with fucking Sunday Night Football, and that's the Lions Chiefs, so that's not a game that you want to compete with. But, you know, whatever. I don't make the decisions. I just watch the races.
You've got to have it. You got to hit the marks right. You got to be set up correctly in order to take advantage of this place. If you don't, it bites you. It will be a mistake that costs someone an opportunity.
You know, NASCAR's only 7 days removed from the chaos of the Roval, where the field was cut from 12 to 8. Brad, as a team owner, are you okay with the desperate moves Ross Chastain made at the end of the race to keep his playoff hopes alive, or tried to?
Yeah, as a team owner, you always ask for forgiveness, never for permission. You do whatever you have to do to get across that checkered flag. And Ross, as we know, he gives it 100%. He's racing his rear end off, trying his best to advance his team. That's the type of guy you want driving your race car. I'm absolutely okay with it.
After all the chaos last week, 3-time Cup champ Joey Logano is still alive in the playoffs. He's with the mayor, Jeff Burton.
So yes, today's race goes green at 5:35, so just a little over a half hour here. It is a 267 lap race around a 1.5 mile racetrack, so that'll come out to a 400 mile race. The stages for today are 80 laps for stage 1, 85 laps for stage 2, so that'll be lap 165, and then the final 102 laps are the final stage. The fuel run is 63 to 70 laps, so you will have to pit under green in every stage if it goes green, you know. They'll probably split the first 2 stages in half to imagine what they would do.
The toughest thing is just going to be, our long run speeds.
And yes, Ross Chastain is being sent to the rear. He had to do some repairs, so he's going to the rear.
Run's probably going to be our biggest challenge, but hopefully we adjusted enough to maybe make that better.
Joey Logano looking for long runs today. Good luck. DJ, I feel like we've seen this movie before. Are the other 7 playoff drivers going to regret letting Joey Logano hang around? There's no doubt. They know that they have to somehow keep him from getting to Phoenix, but that's a tall order. As he was pointing out, they might struggle a little bit here today, but the next 2 weeks they have a chance at running well, winning the race because he's so dominant there. But, the guy that they kept out, Ross Chastain, he also knows how to win in Phoenix, as he did a couple of years ago when Brian Blaney won his championship. Brad, let's take a look at the tracks in the round of 8. First time Talladega's ever been in this round. How does that change the picture?
It creates a lot of anxiety. I mean, if you're a race fan, this is going to be great. This is must-see TV. But if you're a competitor, you go there and it's all based on faith. That's difficult. But I will tell you this: the guys who
We don't have all of our. Oh nope! Now we got our win picks in.
Day at Talladega. They're going to take it.
Win picks for today. I have Denny Hamlin winning. Dom has Ryan Blaney winning, and Jaden has Christopher Bell winning. And Dom's starting spot is 14th, and that is Ryan Blaney, so he doubled down with that.
The round of 8, though, is very much when the playoffs become about performance more than survival. So how do you set yourself apart from the field today and step up?
Yeah, I mean, we started with it yesterday.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What's up, Jaden?
Getting a lot of points. It's finishing really well. I mean, those are the things that are going to get you.
How you doing today?
And, obviously, we feel like our team is as strong as anybody on performance and speed. It's a matter of execution. If we can do that, we'll be in good shape.
Denny Hamlin makes his 100th career front row start here today.
Ryan Blaney is the lowest qualified of the playoff cars in 14th.
Doing
today.
good.
Yesterday, I know, was a challenge for a lot.
You ready for a good race today, Jaden?
You were battling it in practice and qualifying. What's the level of concern today with a little?
I'm ready for a good race.
But a tire that still kind of has some unknowns to it later today.
Yeah, a little bit less wind than yesterday. Not gusting as hard.
Yeah, that's windy
A
yesterday.
little bit of an idea yesterday of what the wear was like, what it does. But the conditions are a little bit different. It's a little cooler out today, so we'll see what that does. But we had a little work to do on our car after practice, and hopefully we can go forward. From where
No
we're at.
rain
So,
today in the forecast. There was rain Friday night at the Speedway. You know, like the bull ring and everything, but
I haven't qualified the last
we're
2
good.
years I've been here,
Good
so
this evening.
Let's just put a lap together and not start a shotgun on the field, and hopefully we can go forward. But appreciate Menards, Cardell, and
Yeah, it'll be a 2:35 p.m. local start
hopefully we
time.
kick this round off, on the right
I hope so.
Good
I hope so,
look at it.
Jaden.
Blaney will try to better his Vegas best third today.
You know, it's been 4 years since Hendrick Motorsports won a championship. As Kyle Larson, their best hope this
Yeah, sunset
year. We'll hear from
is not till
drivers
6:08
Robert Hyde next.
their time. So that'd be 9:08. I don't think we'll see a night
Here
race.
in Las Vegas today.
It would be. It'd take a lot. Last flight is 6:33, so that's 9:33 our time. It'd have to be a long race for that to happen. But yeah, I'm ready. I am ready. Penn State, yep, James Franklin got fired. Least surprising thing I've seen all day.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gosling Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Oh, Cole's mom. Now that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house. A little update goes a long way.
With an extra 20% off store-wide, you can update your home and your closet.
This is Mama's house now.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
In the playoffs, titles must be earned through sweat, smoke, and speed.
Survival is what it's all about.
The playoff pressure is on.
The title chase continues at Talladega. The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs this Saturday at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, only on the CW.
Countdown to Green is brought to you by Sonic. Live free, eat Sonic. Here's what's on the menu presented by Sonic. NASCAR announced earlier this week that the Cup teams will run 750 horsepower at tracks smaller than 1.5 miles, and the road courses next year, a power increase the drivers have been requesting for some time now. As we mentioned, Denny Hamlin's on the pole today. In fact, it was JGR playoff cars 1, 2, 3. The first time a team has swept the top 3 spots this year. And the round of 8 starts with
this is the first race of the round of 8.
Chase Briscoe and Joey Logano.
That'll last
below the cut line
through Martinsville. Martinsville's 2 weeks from now. It'll be this race, Talladega, and then Martinsville. And on the field will be cut to 4 drivers to run for the championships. The championship.
The Joe Gibbs cars are all as fast as they are. How do you separate yourself and beat them and everybody else today?
Well, it's a great thing to have for our company. Obviously, we've got 3 really, really strong bullets. All the cars are very, very close, and all 3 of us are going to be really competitive. So what's going to separate ourselves is just going to be execution and see who can call the right strategy. Obviously, no mistakes on pit road, can't have any loose wheels, anything like that. And then, yeah, who gets the best pushes on restarts, who makes the best decisions. So, you know, we've got, I would say, a pretty equal opportunity amongst the 3 of us. And yeah, it's gonna be a battle.
Been second
Final year of Phoenix being the finale, yeah.
Here's one spot better.
Good.
Go a long way for Seabell today.
Kyle Larson is a 3-time Las Vegas winner. So as you look at the race today, what's the most important thing you have to do as a driver at Las Vegas?
Not have my daughter show the world that I'm going bald. So, but no. Yeah, I don't know. I thought yesterday it was really windy. My car was kind of a handful, as everybody's probably was. But yeah, it's pretty warm out here today, and hopefully our car handles the bumps well, and we can call a good race and whatnot. You know, when these races get crazy. So, yeah, I think we'll have a decent opportunity for a good run and just try to make the most of it.
Larson enters today's race +4 to the cut line and has got the support of his kids here in Vegas.
You gotta love it when the kids steal the show, Kim. Brad, time for today's DraftKings odds.
Yeah, man. You take a look at this. Bubba Wallace is starting 7th. He's been fast last few weeks, plus 1,800. You picking up what I'm laying down? I'm going with Bubba Wallace today.
Oh, I'm with you, Brad. I understand that. Chase Briscoe was in that.
Dude, that crowd looks very thin today. It does not look like a good crowd at all.
Brad's rolling the dice here in Vegas. Why not? On DraftKings Sportsbook, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use the promo code SPEED when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, this place was so tough to the playoff drivers last year, with 5 of the 8 finding trouble in this race. Will Vegas be kind or cruel to the playoff teams today? Green flag coming up shortly.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out that self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
What's good? I'm Josh Johnson, and I've played for 14 different teams. In fact, nobody switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to Straight Talk. We're good. They've got free 5G phones with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
I'm gonna go with everything on the menu.
There's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it. Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman premieres Friday, October 24th on USA.
After a big truck crash, there's no time to wait. So call us right now. An investigation should be started immediately because you only have one chance to win. Truck hit your car, call William Attar, 444-4444.
With that second bake sale, Taco Tuesday, or a meal for your future in-laws. It's gonna be great. With McCormick by your side for over 130 years, it's gonna be great.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic,
Cumin, coriander, it's super tender.
juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new red chimichurri. You're gonna want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
You've been in a motor vehicle crash? It's important to start the legal process as soon as possible because there are short time deadlines. In fact, waiting could cost you thousands.
Patriots did win today. I enjoyed that game. I was able to watch the game because the race was later.
Just north of the Strip in Las Vegas sits the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, home to one of the biggest races of the year. 8 drivers left to fight it out for the 2025 Cup Series title. The first seat to Championship Sunday is available this afternoon.
Where's Dom? Dom doesn't want to show up
Your
today.
championship for
He's
picks
stupid.
and your champion as well. Hall of Famers always get the T-Box first, DJ.
Oh, well, yeah, this is always so easy, but I think Denny Hamlin's going to get his shot there. Ryan Blaney, who has one championship, looking for another.
Probably will get, might be able to get Dom to come over next week. Though maybe not. I don't know. Who do the Bills play next week and when?
Man, Bell as a champion, kind of flying below the radar as he always does.
Bills
right?
play.
Yeah, I got Logano.
Oh, Bills are off next weekend. They have the bye next week. So yeah, actually, Dom probably will come next week.
Fans gonna be mad. Denny Hamlin's gonna win this thing. It's over. It's over. Denny Hamlin walks away as the champion this year. It is over. You don't even have to watch no more. You don't have to ask no more questions. Denny Hamlin is the champion.
Wait a minute, Brad. Neither one of you picked a Penske car to win Phoenix. All streets are making.
I agree.
I could be talked into it.
Brad, awfully confident that
I agree,
Denny
Jaden.
Hamlin is going to be the champion
That's your
this
champion.
year.
You're looking at him.
Time for
What's
today's
up, champ?
pre-race ceremonies.
Please rise as you're able, remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the UNLV Army ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach President and Senior Chaplain, Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, it's a beautiful day and we pause to recognize your presence in our lives. As we have gathered together to enjoy this sport we love, we pray for safety and protection for everyone. As we honor our nation, we ask your blessings on those everywhere, at home and abroad, who are defending our freedom. And we remember the many who have made the ultimate sacrifice. May faith, hope, and love fill all our hearts. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome country music artist and cast member on the road, Brittany Kellogg.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
America.
Ticket number 1 to the championship 4 up for grabs in Vegas today. Who wants to race for a title? We'll get the engines fired next here on USA. Countdown to Green is brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
We get it. Consumer Selling can help people cut the cost of their cell phone bill. But ever since Brad cut the top off his car, he's obsessed with
Where's Nick? He's at work.
Show how much people can save.
200 bunch cakes for Talladega? Is that going to be enough?
I couldn't even find the remote.
Oh, I hate that.
It's a situation. Hey, Brad, I got a question.
See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
Here comes the
The side-by-side big tugs.
This season of Win the Weekend focuses on the battle of manufacturers and the personalities behind the sport.
Pushed him off the track. The driver should be embarrassed.
This is where legends are born and where reputations are made or delayed.
In his eyes. There goes Jordan Stoll. Jordan, you got company.
Are those saw blades? And that's how you promote the Winter Olympics.
That's your whole pitch.
Nope, Jordan. Dude! Fire and ice, baby.
These cases are hard. It's okay if you don't want to fight, because we are going to fight for you.
We have to be able to say we did everything we could.
Every move we make is being scrutinized.
He needs to pay for what he did.
Some things in life you can't run from.
I'm going to make sure that you spend the rest of your days.
Bo Bichette is out for the ALCS. Well, that's a damn shame for the Blue Jays.
When it comes to innovation, these two don't play by the book. They be right.
Don't sweat the technique.
Detroit, mixing grit with deception. And in KC, the magic is in the mayhem. Or on Sunday night, the exceptional is the rule.
Keep the technique.
Lions, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
Las Vegas, my hometown.
Championship opportunities, that's what Vegas is all about.
Back in 2004, I rolled into the first NASCAR playoffs. 10 races, no stages, no eliminations, just pressure from start to finish.
Busch is the 2004 champion.
Now, the game's evolved. Every few weeks, the field shrinks, and one mistake can send a title run crashing faster than a bad hand at the blackjack table.
What happened? He got desperate there.
Fast forward to 2020, the world shut down, but racing didn't.
And Kurt Busch will win in his hometown.
No fans, no cheers, just me, my team, and that checkered flag.
This is what kids dream of.
Now the round of 8 rolls through again. High-stakes mayhem that can leave you busted.
Fist fight here on pit road.
There it is, race man.
But this race, it's the jackpot. Win here, and you punch your ticket to Phoenix and the championship stage. Every playoff driver wants to beat the odds in the desert, because in this town, luck helps. But guts, skill, and timing, that's how you beat the house.
Great stuff by that champion right there. He'll be honored in 2026 going into the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
That's fantastic. No mistakes and a heavy foot. That's all you need today. Let's go down to our Kim Cook.
Well, Brad, before the playoffs started, William Byron emphasized the urgency of this round, saying October is the most important time of the year, and the key is to peak as this round progresses. So, how close at being at their best does the 24 team think they are? Crew Chief Rudy Fuel told me they've gradually risen to the occasion through the first 2 rounds and are just one small tweak away from being there and getting everything right, Dylan.
Kim, Chase Briscoe's on the front row for the 11th time this season, but good finishes here have been hard to come by. Joe Gibbs Racing is, of course, fast this weekend, so Briscoe has done his part to get his car up front to start. He said before the race, though, they're going to need a little bit more out of it. The long run averages in practice.
Let's get them engines fired.
A good read on what they're capable of, but as close as the field is, the small details will make the difference today. Briscoe and the 19 team are ready for the challenge.
Brad, he's good at Talladega and Martinsville. He starts 4th today. Are people not giving enough credit to Chase Elliott?
Yeah, always. I mean, he's had kind of a quiet season, Marty, but I tell you, he's been there the last few weeks. That 9 car is always fast. You can't underestimate the heart of a champion.
You just get a feeling this could be a heavyweight fight between all the playoff drivers today. Time to kick off the round of 8. Let's get the engines fired here in Vegas.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway, please welcome Glenn Powell. You can catch him starring in the upcoming movie The Running Man, but today he is here to say the most famous words in motorsports. What is up, Vegas? Drivers, start your
There we go. Engines are fired, y'all.
Today starts a round of 8. Everybody knows how important this round is. If you want to win a championship.
I told Dom that we need you. And he said, huh? And I said, Jaden misses you, and so do I. And then Dom said, I shit you not, Dom said, well, I'm seeing you tomorrow, and Jaden is going to have to cope. Wow. It doesn't seem like Dom cares that much about you.
When we come back, we're going to drop the green flag.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing that keeps us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
I will.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out that self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and your mental health.
Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Yeah, Brian, craziest touchdown ever.
I did. I said, tell Dom that's messed up, and I said, Jaden asked, what did he do to deserve this?
Man, it's everything.
That's it? Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available?
Really?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it, he'll go.
New customers bet $5 to get 200 if your bet wins. Pay instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
What's good? I'm Josh Johnson, and I play for 14 different teams. In fact, nobody switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to Straight Talk. For good. They've got free 5G phones with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
On a breezy 77-degree day here in Sin City in Nevada, time to ratchet up the pressure. There's just 4 races left in this season. As we welcome you to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs here on USA from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is the South Point 400. There's that beautiful day that I was telling you about. And that's what everybody's racing for. We're thinking championship time, just 4 races to go. Hi folks, Lee Diffie along with the legendary crew chief Steve Letarte. Stevie, first race in the round of 8. What's the state of play? Because the pressure's rising.
Well, fortunately, we've lost none of the favorites, in my opinion. We started with 16 drivers a couple rounds ago. Through eliminations, we still have 8 of the absolute best. And that's what makes stars, right? When you do extraordinary things at the biggest moments, and that is where we stand. We're at the doorstep to the championship. A win here, you're into the championship race. It's all going to happen on this very fun, very fast 1.5 miles behind us.
Well, you say big things on the big stage. A couple of weekends ago in Kansas was that grandstand finish. Chase Elliott stealing the victory away right at the last moment. Comparisons drawn between the two circuits because they're intermediates, they're 1.5 miles. What kind of racing are we going to see today?
Well, just like the dice on the tables, about 20 miles from here on the strip, it's going to be completely unpredictable. It is going to deliver everything we want at each end. When you go to 1 and 2, it's bumpy, it's banked, it's high speed. 3 and 4 is slippery. It's a great racetrack where you actually need a little help and a little compromise. We'll see who gets the right end of that.
Jeff Burton's on his way up from Countdown to Green. He'll be with us shortly. This is usually what he gets to do, so
Yes.
a treat for you today to dial somebody up. Who you got?
Well, let's get the driver of the 20 back-to-back seconds here and see what he's thinking about it. Hey, Christopher Letarte and the guys in the NBC booth. You got me?
Gotcha, loud and clear.
All right, C-Bell, you are no stranger to the round of 8. You've been here for the last 4 years, so close here at this racetrack. What's the optimism and excitement as you roll around here on these pace laps?
Yeah, Larson does have a different paint scheme. I didn't see the actual paint scheme yet. I just saw his fire suit.
Had a good qualifying effort. Seems like all of the JGR Camrys are fast, so go out here, control what we can control, have a nice, solid, clean day. And see
I
what
like the
we
Denny Hamlin scheme, though.
We're always so entertained with the racing here. Why is it? What makes this track so much fun for both you and the fan?
It is all about the multiple grooves, and that's what makes next-gen racing good or bad, is being able to get out from the guy in front of you, create momentum, and make pass.
We appreciate you taking the time, and good luck. We'll be watching.
Time to take a look at today's starting grid, brought to you by South Point and Denny Hamlin. The #1 seed in the round of 8 is the #1 man on the grid. And by the way, that's his first Vegas pole.
No, there's the
Briscoe, his
Larson
teammate, starts
scheme.
alongside, back to row 2. Another
pretty cool.
JG up Toyota, the man we just spoke to. Chris
I wish the 5 was gold.
Row 3.
I feel like it'd be easier to see.
Drivers, top 5 positions. William Byron
No, I'm going to
there.
talk all through the first lap, Andy. I'm literally going to non-stop talk for the entire first lap.
Row 4. Back to row 5. Joey Logano.
I will be
defending
yapping
series
through the
champion.
first lap.
In that championship.
You know, like how they used to do like the on the third lap of the race, they would do a silent lap 3. Yeah, I'm going to do the exact opposite of that. It's going to be constant noise.
Alongside Ryan Blaney as we check things out with Kimmy Coon. Kim?
Do we have the last lap quiet? No. I will be talking all through the last lap too.
They did take it a little conservative in practice because Vegas has bitten Ryan in the past. So one of the goals was to have a clean car at the end of Saturday. They did that. They'll start 14th. Crew Chief Jonathan Hassler said he has no doubt they can break into the top 10 to earn stage points, a main objective for the team here today.
Thanks, Kim. Going back to the starting lineup in row 8, Ross Chastain, a hot streak here. Top 10 in the last 4 races. Ryan Preece looking to improve on that third finish in March. We're back in row 9. We have Daniel Suarez starting next to Michael McDowell.
Your
Back in row
Xbox is
10,
having a stroke.
Eric Jones driving for Legacy
That's
Motor
not
Club.
supposed to
He'll start
happen.
Next to AJ Allmendinger. Back in row 11. Cole Custer next to the 22-year-old Carson Hocevar, the 77 car for Spiral Sports. Zane Smith and Ricky Stenhouse back in row 12. Zane Smith looking for a bounce back after that flip in Kansas. Row 13, Austin Dillon and the other Legacy Motor Club car, John Hunter Nemechek. Row 14, we see Justin Haley and Las Vegas native Noah Gregson back in his hometown for the race. Always excited, he says, when he returns. Back in row 15, Josh Berry and Todd Gilliland. How about you, Dylan Welch?
Well, Steve, everybody wants to do well today at Vegas, and if you look at the stats, this entire round of the playoff seems to bode well for Kyle Larson. Had the best average finish on these 3 tracks of all the playoff drivers when we raced them in the spring. His crew chief, Cliff Daniels, though, says, that's nice, but it doesn't really matter. Today, the important thing is to react, read the room, have the best day we can. Simply put, they just want to go race today. These guys are...
How long can I go today without talking? Why do you have an obsession with me and my talking?
In the next 2 weeks.
There's a lot of streams where I'm just like silent for a long period of time. Why are you so obsessed with me being quiet?
Unfortunately for the team, Penske driver shares that 16th row with Kyle Busch, the 2009 winner here on his home track. Then we got Riley Herbst and Brad Keselowski on row 17. Let's see what the 3-time Vegas winner can do.
You're giving me challenges? I'm not going to accept those challenges.
And then back to the final row 19. JJ Yaley and Catherine Legg is back. This is her first
Catherine
start
Legg in the race
in a
today.
Cup car on a 1.5 mile
Leggy.
oval. Marty, what you got?
Lee Joey Logano starts this round minus 24, the largest deficit to start the round of 8 in playoff history. And so Paul Wolfe told me this weekend, I'm going to call races accordingly, meaning I feel like we have to win one of these next 3 races. Logano certainly has had success here at Vegas in the past, but Paul Wolfe told me that last
Logano's minus 33 to the cut line.
Speed-wise was as good as we've ever been
coming
here
into
at
this
Vegas.
race.
Can he pull off the Vegas magic one more time and be the first team to punch their ticket to Phoenix? We'll find out in a little bit.
Getting close to race start. Steve likes the look of William Byron. Here's a pre-race pep talk.
Let's go do our thing. Gotta be fun. Good fun. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys working off. Let's show them what we're made of here.
Feisty, fiery, ready to go. I do like that 24, but I will tell you, all the playoff cars were so good in practice.
Alrighty, here we go.
Everybody wants good luck, good fortune.
I could definitely do
Las
that.
Vegas. Well, you're going to need more than just good luck here today to guarantee yourself.
And green flag is in the air. We are racing from Las Vegas.
400 on a sunny day here in Las Vegas. Let's go. Good start, Denny Hamlin from the pole position, and he's got 2 of his teammates right behind.
Organization up front, 3 Joe Gibbs Racing cars, first, second, third.
Denny Hamlin has the lead. Chase Briscoe following right behind him. Christopher Bell's in third. Close battle here on the first lap. Denny Hamlin, though. Here comes Chase Briscoe on the inside trying to take the lead. Briscoe on the inside. And Briscoe will take the lead on the lap 1. And yep, he will. Chase Briscoe will lead the first lap. And I just called that entire lap just to spite Andy.
Was a good teammate. It pulls right out and goes by the 19. Very impressive. See that little bit of bottoming out of the back of the 20? That's the rougher end down there in 1 and 2. Cars will deal with that, hitting the racetrack.
Drivers talk all the time about the bumps in 1 and 2. Look at that green Camry.
Oh, Jaden, I sent the message to Dom where you said, what did you ever do to deserve this? And he said that only you can answer that question by doing some self-reflection.
At the end of this race, and he lost by just 0.6 of a second. This is the road to redemption. He wants that win. He's never won in trucks, in Xfinity, or Cup here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Bell, you heard the excitement on the radio, talked about multiple lines. What perhaps he didn't mention, but I will, is just the raw speed. We saw practice, but that's very single file. When you put him out here 2x2, is Byron with a power move around the outside of the 20. The speed really shows up at this racetrack.
Someone said there's a crypto car today. Yeah, but there's so many cryptos now that I don't even know what's crypto and what's not. Like, is Robinhood, is that crypto?
Brown band car. Yeah, coming to the Sphere this winter. Just another amazing attraction out here in Las Vegas. There's something for everybody.
Bubba has the Robinhood car. Is that crypto or is that just something else?
On the front bumper, the Hunt Brothers Pizza on board of Joey Logano. Let's listen to the throttle and just how much throttle he uses. It's unbelievable. Now the battle for third is heated up between teammates.
Chase Elliott, William Byron.
And you heard that very spirited pre-race pep talk.
Is there a Penguin car? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's ever been a Penguin car.
Chase, he stayed on that right rear quarter panel. It just looks feisty, doesn't it?
Yeah. Kyle's a second and a half off pace. Gotta love that.
Monty, tell us more.
Yeah, you
Gotta,
saw Denny
oh my
Hamlin lose
God.
the lead to his teammate Chase Briscoe fairly quickly, and there's a reason for that. It was Hamlin on the radio just seconds ago.
Sorry, on the start, I couldn't get it in the fifth.
Interesting, Steve. He couldn't get it into fifth gear as you watch the battle behind those Joe Gibbs racing cars. So how much would that slow Hamlin down if he couldn't quite get it into fifth gear on the start?
Well, it's very, very difficult for a car to accelerate without these clean shifts, a sequential gearbox. So really, anymore, these drivers don't even have to blip the throttle. You just pull back on the lever and it goes through. So for me, it definitely will slow the car down. My bigger concern is this a nagging issue that will continue?
Jaden, should I tell Dom that you had no comment?
Join us up here in the booth. Jeff, we don't hear a lot of shifting issues anymore with this sequential gearbox. Hopefully, it's just a standalone issue for the 11.
Yeah, you hope so, because on restarts, that could be
It's a Penguin crypto. There's so many fucking cryptos at this point.
Pause for just a second to make sure he gets it in gear. That means he's lost some momentum, and that could be...
I thought you meant like a car with penguins on it.
And that pass happened on the backstretch. I assume, you see him in fifth gear on the telemetry right here, right? That's how they run the entire lap. No real shifting here, I don't think. But on the initial start, you probably don't even get high gear until the exit of turn 2. Not even all the way out of the throttle right there.
Denny Hamlin is in a club of one.
as far as the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. This is his 19th appearance in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Is this going to be...
Oh, this is the constant game I have to deal with you, Jaden. And now Dom's having to deal with it.
Finally becomes a Cup Series champion. Well, he started today's race as the #1 seed in this, the first race in the round of 8. '59 career wins. Just remarkable. I know he's always set 60 as his goal, and I believe he's going to have to see 60 to answer your question, Diff, right? If you want to make the championship 4 and believe you're going to leave this year as a champion, you're going to have to win either
he started
a championship race. Let's talk more Hamlin with Marty.
Yeah, Lee, the one thing is for sure, you cannot question Denny Hamlin's attitude or his effort here at the round of 8. In fact, this week they did 7 hours of collective sim for an oval. Denny Hamlin never does that much sim for an oval. And Chris Gale was a little surprised because before the first sim session, Denny showed up with a list of 20 questions about things of how they can improve. And then at the end of it, he asked Gale, what can I do? How can I be better to help us as a race team? Jeff, you know it. When you're a driver and you show that level of commitment and that level of being locked in, you can tell Denny Hamlin feels like his championship moment could be right now, and he has to capitalize.
Yeah, Marty, I also think when you add the age of Denny Hamlin into that, you know, he's still willing to look at himself and say, how can I be better? Right? He's not just taking the stance and said, hey, at 44 years old, I already know everything. I know what I'm doing. You just need to build me a better race car. He's willing to participate and try to become a better race car driver. Because, Steve, you can change all the springs and shocks and do all these things, but if the race car driver can find you a little speed, there's magic in that. Absolutely magic for sure. And with this car, there are drivers that have had to change their style to suit the car. It's great to see a kind of an old dog learning those new tricks, right? Not afraid to change. Back to this fight going on between Chase Elliott and his teammate William Byron and local driver Noah Gragson, doing well here at his home track.
Yeah, it really is. You know, he's picked up a lot of spots since the start of the green flag. 9 spots he's picked up. So a really good initial start for Noah Gragson. It's got to feel good in front of your hometown crowd, putting on a good show.
Well, he got the week off to a good start because he was one of the participants in Brendan Gaughan's Celebrity Blackjack tournament, and he said, I got to beat Chase Briscoe, the race leader, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, 3rd time's the charm. 3rd time in the event. Glad he won something in blackjack, because I did.
Teammates getting closer now. Hamlin's putting the pressure on Briscoe. Let's go for a ride.
Hamlin's definitely a little bit faster. Little cat and mouse game right here, trying to guess where Briscoe is going to go. He does not want to follow him. He wants to be in a little bit more clean air. Briscoe knows that. Briscoe this time to the very bottom. I think as this continues, I think what you'll see Denny Hamlin do is he'll enter a little bit higher. If Briscoe's going to run the bottom, then enter a little bit higher to give yourself, there you go, give yourself a little bit of cleaner air. Let's see if he can make this work. Try to build some momentum on corner exit.
Yeah, you're going to see not only the momentum and the draft come into play as that 19 grows out the front window on board the Toyota Cam of Hamlin. Oh, I like this even better. If he's going to give you the bottom, the shorter way, and the clean air.
Briscoe saw him run the top in 3 and 4, so he said, all right, I'll take that from you over here.
Jeff, you're a 2-time winner here in Vegas. What did you love most about this place?
I love this racetrack because it is a 1.5 miles, but it is a very unique 1.5 miles. It is low grip. Tires come off the race car pretty quickly. They get very difficult to drive.
Short run, no complaints.
No complaints, man. Write that down as Sharpie. I didn't hear that a whole lot as a crew chief. Yeah, that must be nice to hear. Good start for the JGR Toyotas. Briscoe leads the way.
And business vehicle are all protected with
Discord.
Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, it sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like
Penguin
taking a
car,
break
that's
from the
cute.
stresses of life and work. Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know. I've never been on one either.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to go time. I'll go start the car.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. Stream the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting.
I don't even know what AM PM is. Is it some sort of medicine?
A bottle of champagne. You harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
Let's meet the starting lineup for Team NBC and Peacock.
No, it's a mini mart. I didn't know that.
What is happening at 6'9"?
That Alex Bowman paint scheme is wild.
That's my team. Carmelo Anthony.
Are they even going to intro us?
And Reggie Miller.
NBA tip-off, October 21st, only on NBC and Peacock.
Are we supposed to play them?
Nice start for the driver of the 19, the Bass Pro Shops tracker Camry. Chase Briscoe has led all 21 laps thus far. And he's gapped his teammate, Denny Hamlin. Want to play some really interesting audio for you inside the 11. Have a listen.
How do you feel that Randall Burnett's leaving Kyle Busch to be Connor Zillish's crew chief? I just feel bad for Connor Zilish.
Maybe even 3 little blips where he had to probably work the pedal and the lever, and that was all the momentum loss needed for the 19 to get by.
Yeah, cost him the lead. And so now, like we talked about before, how do you deal with this? Like, does Denny have to now, just be very, very sure that he's got it in gear and kind of slow everything down a little bit? Or a bigger concern is it something that would get worse?
Think about 2 weeks ago in Kansas when he almost won the race. He had that power steering issue. Now here, maybe
they're about to kick a what field goal? A 6-7.
Drivers, and the man leading that group is in 6th, Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're looking for a non-playoff driver to upset the playoff driver heavyweight battle today, Tyler Reddick's got to be near the top of the list. Eliminated last week at the Roval by just 12 points. It did not make it to the round of 8, but as you ride on board with the Xfinity onboard mobile camera right there, terrific shot of the spoiler cam. That's what Reddick will take advantage of today. You'll notice the traffic starting to migrate up a little bit here at Las Vegas. That is where Reddick is at his best. So as laps go on, that 45 should just get a little bit better, Dylan.
Well, and Marty, his teammate Bubba Wallace has also noted the migration that has been starting to go on here as they run in the 10th spot. I asked his crew chief Charles tonight this morning.
Briscoe has about a little over a 3-second lead over Denny Hamlin. What's the most food consumed in a stream? That's a good question, actually. It's got to be a lot, though. I remember Dairy Queen used to have these thing called Trita pizzas, where it was like an ice cream, like almost cakey thing, but not really cake, and it was in like the shape of a pizza. I remember I ate an entire one of those in an Xfinity race stream. That was probably it.
Right now, the team is coaching Ty on the shapes he's making into the corner, telling him he needs to be making a little bit more rounded entry into one.
So a little more rounded entry into one. What they're trying to get him to do is just stay against the wall a little bit longer, wait, till you get to the bottom of the racetrack a little bit longer to try to improve your arc on corner entry.
Toyota on board, Christopher Bell, and that's Kyle Larson, the 3-time Vegas winner. Down on that low line and able to execute the pass effectively. Look at this. Denny Hamlin under pressure and loses second place to William Byron.
As we get late in this run, you know, the fastest lap of the race was like a 29.4 for the 19 of Chase Briscoe. Last lap, a 30.80. So a second and a half of grip loss in these tires. This stage will require a green flag pit stop. I think we're only about 6 or 7 laps away, and that might be what we're seeing on this 11 is just some fall-offs, so overall grip or balance challenges.
It's interesting to me, it looks like the 11, no rear grip, the 11 of Denny Hamlin and the 20 of Christopher Bell, both Toyotas, both Joe Gibbs cars. Both of those are falling back a little bit. They've lost speed as these tires have gotten some age on them.
52 laps to go in this first stage. Pit stops coming up. Stick around.
So yeah, we'll probably have some pit stops here soon.
It's a ritual. That small thing that keeps us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out that self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and your mental health.
Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
So there I was, scrolling eBay.
When I saw this.
Still in the
fuck?
box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado. The highly capable Silverado 1500. The powerful Silverado HD. And the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready Trail Boss family, dependability comes standard. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Takers on pit road, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, all making their first stops of the day. Here's Dylan Welch. Dylan?
Kyle Larson will be one of the first to make his stops. Top of the screen. Said he was a little bit tight. They were free in practice, so at least got it on the other side of that balance. Small chance.
Reddick's on pit road, Larson's pitting, Ross is pitting, Logano's pitting. Got Bowman, Bubba pitting, Syndic's pitting, Zane Smith is pitting, Byron, Hamlin, Elliott, everyone's pitting. Got Bell on pit road.
46 to go here in stage one.
Blaney's on pit road now.
This race a year
Ty
ago,
Gibbs, Ryan Priest, just everyone's coming to pit road. SCG.
This team, though, Kim, did not have any in the spring race.
Yeah, finishing up their stop, William Byron tight on the bottom. He said overall, though, pretty good in terms of balance. You see Ryan Blake right there. He said loose right in the middle.
Eric Jones is on pit road.
He tightened up one number, Marty.
Austin Dillon.
Denny Hamlin at the very front end of pit road. You saw their car fall off on the longer run. That's what they struggled with in practice yesterday. He said the car was
Stenhouse and Briscoe on pit road. Briscoe is pitting from the lead. Cody Ware, Chris Buescher, Noah Gregson.
Said the car just a little bit too free off the corner, and he said for way longer than normal, the car was
Josh Berry, Riley Herbst. Kyle Busch is pitting.
Pit stop here, waiting on the left rear. All this is going to cost a 19 is a long stop here. First stop of the day.
The big blend will be
That was a
Byron
bad
against
stop for Chase Briscoe.
Briscoe should have easily kept the lead. He had a 3.5 second lead over Byron, and you're going to see him right here chasing down the middle
Yeah,
of one
Byron's
and two.
gonna pass
He's gonna be on the
Briscoe.
side of the 24. So first pit road fumble, 19 of Chase Briscoe, lead lost in the green flag cycle.
Damn.
Reddick goes by.
Catherine Legg was
Larson goes
pitting.
by. And Byron had already done that. So credit to the 24. I like what Rudy Fugel said earlier this week on Sirius XM NASCAR. He said, you know what? We're making the changes we need to make. We're getting better each week, and we are going to prove the doubters wrong. There's Rudy there, bottom box.
Yeah, well, performance excellent for the 24 and the 19. The other side, 13.7 seconds. You should be looking at, just under 10 seconds. 9.5, 9.6 is a really good green flag pit stop. These guys are almost 4 seconds off the pace, and it shows on the racetrack.
There's urgency, Jeff, in this 24 team too, because William Byron said, this is the opportunity we need here today in Vegas, because Talladega is so random, such a wild card, and we haven't been particularly strong in the Martinsville fall race. So he's got his eyes on succeeding today.
Well, look, the lack of success lately, I think that adds pressure. I know they're saying, hey, we're going to get it done, but the truth of the matter is, when you're not getting it done, it's hard to understand how you're going to flip the switch and all of a sudden do it. So a good start to the weekend, good practice, good qualifying, a good start to the race. So right now they're getting everything they need.
Coming up on some traffic, goes by Catherine Legg.
Osavar's the leader right now.
And has got to deal
He
with
still
some
has
of the
to
traffic.
pit.
JJ Yaley in the mix there as well. So just carefully weaving his way through. That's Ross Chastain. Ross was forced to start at the back of this field with unapproved changes after qualifying. Well, tough weekend, Steve, for him last weekend at the Roval.
Absolutely. 3 Spire cars continue to stay on the racetrack, as well as Todd Gillen. You see Hocevar, McDowell, Haley, all the same organization. We'll see if they are going to pit right in the middle at lap 40. That's what math would say is best for the tires. Or if they're going to run very, very long into their fuel window and just hope to get a yellow. There's a couple different ways to play this. Gambling, it's that type of year, it's that type of city, why not? And as I say that, we see Hocevar peel off the bank and come to pit road. The 71 McDowell as well.
Hocevar's pitting along with McDowell. Justin Haley will probably follow him.
Take a look at the 71, very close on entry.
By the way, great job last weekend, Michael McDowell.
Yeah, Justin
Top
Haley's
5
pitting.
at the Roval. In amongst all the
Oh no,
playoff
McDowell
that was a great
didn't
run.
pit. He's taking the lead. Oh no, he is pitting. Never mind.
Kim?
You see Carson Hocevar finishing up his stop
Todd
on
Gillen, the
bottom.
leader
He was
now.
just losing too much time on exit. Needed help finishing the corner.
Once Todd Gillen leads, or pits, that'll hand the lead over to William
Gillen
Byron.
remains on the racetrack. There's Gillen right there, the 8 of Kyle Busch unlapping himself. 34 trying to get the pit road.
Jeez.
That was very aggressive to try to pit from the second lane.
William Byron is like, what are you doing,
buddy? I mean, you can't exit the interstate from the left lane. You got to get blended over.
And just a little bit behind William Byron's 24, there is a good scrap going on between Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson. Briscoe making up for that unusual stop. Cost them several seconds. Here it is. These guys have been going at it for about the last 3 laps.
Well, just like that, we're 42 laps in, right? Byron leads as a playoff driver, Blaney the worst at 12. And, man, I just think that's what this is going to look like all day long. All 8 of these guys seem to just unloaded like at another level, Jeff. It was impressive.
Pit stops and pit strategy. Tyler Reddick running second. He was
McDowell will get a
6th
penalty
when
for
the
a
cycle started. The 19 was
violation,
leading the race.
commitment box
Now he's
violation.
running 4th. It shows you how quickly things can change. It's not just about going around the racetrack fast. It's about hitting your pit road well. It's about having good pit stops. It's about strategy. This is a team sport.
See on the bottom left, penalty 71 of McDowell.
Yeah, McDowell with a penalty.
It looked very, very close. Remember, you have to have all 4 tires underneath the orange box. It's a little bit hard to see on the commitment line, but he just came in way too hot. You're going to see him right here. Way up the racetrack to the right is going to be the commitment box, and he is way too high. We'll get a shot. There's the box right here, and you're going to see his right side tires go over it. That's a violation. Gonna have all 4 below. Now, if he would have hit the box, turned right, and went back on the racetrack, it would have been legal. Just would have lost a bunch of time. Now, so that penalty is a roll through. And that's the sort of miscue that every playoff driver's scared of.
Yes.
Luckily, he's not a playoff driver.
Called him to the pits late or something. Like he wasn't committed to coming to the pits.
Race leader William Byron coming up on the 8 of Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch, the last car on the lead lap right now, in 29th.
Over Tyler Reddick.
All right, Briscoe currently has led 35 laps, lost control in the green flag pit stop. Right side looks good. What I really want you to focus on is this exchange back here in that area. Watch this Jackman. He's going to hang this tire, think it's fine. It's not. Oh, he has to go back in, move
Oh my
it.
God.
Now, what I really appreciate is the patience to allow the issue. Very easy for that tire changer from the front to
What is the
drop
AF
the jack
system?
and make this a bigger issue. You don't want to lose the positions, but the awareness that there's a problem back there, that's the sort of play that can keep you in the race.
I talked to James Smalls, the crew chief on this car yesterday, and I asked him, I said, you guys have speed. What do you got to do to get to the next round, have a chance to win a championship? And he said, we can't beat ourselves. We cannot make mistakes. We cannot have bad pit stops. We cannot have bad restarts. We can't get in wrecks. Can't have poor strategy. If we go do our jobs, we will have a chance to win a championship, but if we also don't have enough buffer in regard to points to make mistakes. Marty.
Yeah, Jeff, I talked to James Small about that same exact situation because it's kind of been a rough playoffs for this 19 pit crew on pit road. And a couple of weeks ago, he got the team together during the week and said, hey, guys, listen, I'm not asking for lightning fast stops. I just want clean stops. Let's just not have the blow-up stops. So, Steve, that probably plays into what you saw just a moment ago, the patience to say, hey, we can make this a really bad stop, but the calmness to say, let's get it clean as much as we can. It may not be fast, but let's not lose any more spots than we have to.
Yeah, it's just not clean enough, right? I do agree, Marty. You're absolutely right. It wasn't an absolute game.
So Briscoe is right on the cut line right now.
The car, but with this level of
Bell,
competition,
Elliott,
we will
Blaney,
say
Logano are
all
below the cut
day,
line.
You have got to be on top of every single part of the race. Just not on the racetrack, but on pit road, restarts, everything.
South Point 400 here in Las Vegas. 32 laps to go. In the opening stage, William Byron leads the way.
What's going on?
Tennessee Titans, Music City Miracle.
Tyson snags it, starts running like he's double parked. What does a play like that do to the locker room?
Man, it's everything.
That's it? Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available?
Really?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Well, if he did say it, he'll go.
New customers bet $5 to get $200 if your bet wins. Pay instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
And words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing that keeps us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out that self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and your mental health.
Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority. Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. What an okay day. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. When you're young, you don't just get handed trust. You have to earn it by hand. You listen and ask questions and see the way things have always been, but like never before. You realize time doesn't make something timeless. Standards do. If you want your name to last forever, you have to build your legacy, one step at a time.
Got a great car, great team, collecting you. Time to turn the intensity up. Fight to the end, no matter what happens. Good day, being Victor Lane. We are eyes on the leader now. What a victory this will be. That flag is going to end. Does he have enough? Let's go. We got to earn this thing. It is all on the table.
You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs here on USA. It's the South Point Hotel and Casino 400. Beautiful day, and that Arby's onboard camera, the spoiler cam, just shows us how beautiful it is. High 70s, a little bit breezy. Yesterday was flat out windy with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Today we're about half of that, 15, 16
miles an hour. Hey, Kim Kern, it was a frustrating stop for the 9, and Chase Elliott fans have noticed that he has dropped. What happened?
Yeah, that's right. He entered that green flag cycle of pit stops third. Now ultimately runs 6th. You're going to see this replay here. No major problems in terms of gun issues or problems with the tire changes. He just goes long in the box. So further into that pit box than he had intended, which kind of messes up the choreography of the team. When we talk about mistakes being made on pit road, this would be considered a mistake, not hitting his marks. And mistakes are what can lose you a race. They are blown up here and amplified in the playoffs.
Absolutely, Kim, and I will say not just speeding penalties, but this pit road is known for being slick. For something about the concrete, Jeff, it's almost just slipperier. As you see these guys cleaning the rubber perhaps from others, they're not allowed to put any chemical down. You can clean with like a brake cleaner you see there, but then a lot of people use like a Coke syrup, like literally the sticky syrup you get in a soda can. They'll just stick a hole in the can, spray it down, and try to get it as grippy as possible. They're very slippery to stop in as well as accelerate out of.
Well, Chase Elliott get by the 19 car. You know, that pit road, when you walk down it, your shoes will actually stick to it. But yes, this historically is a very slick pit road. Briscoe going back at Chase Elliott.
Last couple of laps have been fruitful for Chase. He's got by Denny Hamlin, got by Hamlin's teammate in Chase Briscoe, so making up for those lost positions on pit road, now back up to 4th. So William Byron has a 1.5 second lead over Tyler Reddick, then Larson, Elliott, Briscoe, Hamlin, Bell, Wallace and Bowman, the non-playoff drivers in 8th and 9th, and then Joey Logano in the top 10.
You want to know how hard cup racing is? Josh Berry won this race in the spring, and he just got lapped. He is running in 27th position, and William Byron just went by him, Dylan.
Yeah, and so this started yesterday in practice for them. Spoke with Miles Stanley, the crew chief, and he admitted they started a little conservative with their setup due to the Team Penske tire issues at Kansas a couple weeks ago. Remember, they had 2 cars that had tire issues, and then just kind of got behind from there. The other important thing to note, and while they're not running well right now, they've kind of been internally assigned to the 12 cars right now as a Team Penske satellite car. So any feedback that Josh has may go towards Jonathan Hassler and Ryan Blaney on the 12 team. So good or bad, anything they can provide to that team to help them may be beneficial. So Josh reporting right now that he's struggling through 1 and 2, and obviously some work to do as they did just go a lap down.
It's interesting how Penske has split up, right? We heard Joey Logano, Cindric is helping the 22 car, but look, they all work together. They all communicate. They all have done a great job. The playoff results speak for themselves, and the championships they've won, Marty.
Jeff, we saw the last round when it was cut down at the Roval from 12 to 8, where 1 point mattered for this team. Joey Logano in the 22. And just a moment ago, spotter Coleman Presley radioed to Logano, listen, there's 20 to go in stage 1. You are 10th. You have the last point so far in this stage. And look right behind him. Ty Gibbs is catching them very quickly. So Logano going to have to do his best blocking effort with a really tight race car to hang on to that last stage point.
Speaking of blocking, he ran up in the back of the 41 of Cole Custer on corner entry, killed the momentum of the 22, and he is going to have some issues with Ty Gibbs right here, right around the bottom, I believe. It's been an unusual start, kind of tougher start than what they would have liked for the 2 Team Penske Ford drivers who are in the playoffs. Logano 10th, Blaney 12th. Meanwhile, teammates at it. Towards the front of the field, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. Look at this. Elliott continues this storming comeback drive. Won at Kansas. Mentioned that storming drive from 10th to 1st in that short little sprint of a restart. I still love his line. I still love his line after those final 2 laps, which obviously resulted in him bouncing off Denny Hamlin and winning. He said, I don't know how it was going to end up. I don't know what the result was going to be, but I wasn't going to lift. Yeah, that's commitment. Love it.
Saw an opportunity. He was willing to do whatever it took. Hendrick Motorsports has to be happy with what they're seeing right now. William Byron leading, Chase Elliott, Larson 3rd, 4th, Bowman in 9th.
The other side of that, a year that they're looking for a turnaround, that 8 of Kyle Busch right here, being passed by Kyle Larson back in 28th. I just can't think of a year where a Las Vegas native. I mean, this is the champion of the sport, and they just don't have it as a group. You know, obviously they don't know what's missing. I don't know what's missing. If anyone knew, they would try to make changes. It's not hard work. I'm confident that the RCR organization is continuing to try to dig down and find something for this driver, but you can just see just the raw speed and grip of that 8 car really not there week in and week out.
He's one of 6 Cup champions in this field. Great to have his big brother Kurt do the voiceover on our opening feature at the beginning of the broadcast.
Saw that move right there from Gibbs. Went to the very top of the racetrack trying to build some momentum. Down to the bottom. He is trying to pass the most difficult person in racing.
What did you?
Joe Logano is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of agree.
And not making mistakes. While getting
Well. All right, well that's funny. All right, that's funny. But if it was something like actually serious, I would agree with her.
I have a
dream that one day W Speed gets a 6'7" low taper fade while getting Cindy and pays the barbershop haircut that cost her.
That one's kind of funny, but like other ones, yeah, I can understand.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
A word of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
What's good? I'm Josh Johnson, and I've played for 14 different teams. In fact, nobody switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to Straight Talk. For good. They've got plans as low as $25 a month with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only.
All right, so
That's
William
one
Byron is
hand-smashed
Mr. 69.
Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
Your Honor, as a rebuttal witness,
Check messages.
Melvin Pritchard to the stand.
It's not too late. You can still walk away. You have a question you want to ask it.
Oh, fuck.
You're a fighter.
Honestly, I just think avocados are terrible.
But it can also sink us. Have you reached a verdict? Yes, Your Honor, we have.
The season finale of The Rainmaker, Friday at 10 on USA.
Oh,
Streamed from the beginning
caution.
on Peacock.
Ryan Blaney's in the wall.
Drop it down.
That'll be the first caution of the day.
Situation for Ryan Blaney.
Oh, Ryan Blaney's got a lot of damage.
With
That's
just 9 laps to go
yeah, that's
to
tough.
the end of stage 1.
He's probably going to be in a must-win now.
You see the left front flat and flapping. Kim.
Right now, the driver just a little bit panicked. He said the steering isn't working. Everything feels broken. They've kind of tried to talk him a little
Yeah,
off
he's
the
done.
ledge, kind of look at this car, diagnose it before they decide anything is terminal. But
Got 9 to go on the stage, so we will go back green before the stage ends.
and at other intermediates, this could be a day-ending issue. Again, the team looking at that car right now.
Heavy damage.
That was a 37-minute, 14-second green flag run to start the race.
Jeff, let's listen in.
Ooh,
You hear it
that was a
bottoming
hard
out.
hit.
You can hear the left front bottoming out and start slapping up the rubber. So definitely a tire goes down first and then straight up into the wall. The wall, heavy damage to the steering. Left front already flat. So I don't know if he ran something over or what the cause
Ryan
was,
Blaney has
but the
climbed
left
from
front
his
goes
car.
down and into the wall for the 12 car.
So that
He was
probably
last
means
off
that
the
his
road
day
in
is
the
done. Yep.
mid-30s, So, about 30 laps on that set of tires. Yeah,
Had, he hit so hard, it broke all the steering. It's just a bad break in the first race of this round.
So it's now evident that Ryan Blaney is going to have to do it the hard way to try and make the championship 4. Talladega next weekend, Martinsville the following weekend, to give himself a chance of being a 2-time Cup Series champ. Look at the updated points, bottom left of your screen.
You see Team Penske, Joe Logano came in at 24 below. He's out.
I mean, I'd say you try to fix that thing, get as many points as you can.
Race car. Quick
Every point
conversation on
matters.
Top of the pit box. Ryan will have to go to the infield care center to be evaluated after getting out of the race car. Doing a nice job of composing himself. I can't imagine the world's going to be working at fast forward right here. Just can't believe it, right, Jeff? It's one thing to just not have the raw speed you want, and then they were going to continue to work on it, and they always do. These teams continue to fight and battle, but now he knows. He's standing here talking to an official. It's slowly setting in that he, he doesn't know what the number's going to be, but he understands just how much of a setback this is going to be.
So prior to that occurring, I want to show you this, and Jeff, this grabbed our attention big time.
Yeah, you see right here, Hamlin's going to try to get underneath the 8 car of Busch, and Busch just wasn't having it. Completely took all the air off the 11, and he in the 20 almost crashed because of it.
Yeah, Kyle Busch was a lap down. I don't think he was the free pass car. No.
The racetrack. Look how close that was. Ugh.
Curious.
Pit road is open here.
7 to go, 6 to go this time by. I can't see pit road line. Okay, it's green. Pit road is going to be open. I think obviously every team wants tires. All the playoff cars are to the front. So does everyone pit? I mean, that's the call you want to make. Everybody wants to come down and get new tires, but do you only put 2 on and try to guarantee stage points?
Yeah,
maybe some games
most of the guys up front are pitting.
We're going to have to watch closely to the 9 stop as he slid too far into the box earlier. Hits his marks right there. He said the balance is pretty good, just managing.
If I was Logano, I probably wouldn't have pit there. Try to get those stage points.
William Byron, he said tight to fire up, but good on the long run, Dylan.
But he is pitting.
Bottom still's battling a tight condition. Cliff Daniels said he did a good job strategizing the run.
Yeah, I think Kyle will get the wave around. Yep.
Aggressive, freeing it up here with the chassis adjustment, Marty.
A little further up pit road, Chase Briscoe said it was better taking
And then people to pit at the stage end.
laps for our car to come in. You see a few cars flash by the 19, but a much cleaner stop for the 19 bunch for William
Byron wins the race off pit road.
No 2 tires. Everybody electing with 4.
This was a hard hit and one that will hurt points-wise big time for the 2023 champion, Ryan Blaney.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Every cheer, every boo, every, it all comes together on Friday nights.
doctor about another treatment option. Learn more at ISM.
Only on Verizon.
The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs continue here on USA, and there is the South Point Hotel, Casino and Spa, and this is the South Point 400. Now, on Friday, everyone loves to have some fun when they come to Vegas. The South Point Hotel, Casino and Spa hosted the Brendan Gaughan Celebrity Blackjack Tournament, where over $40,000 was raised for charity. And Cup Series stars like local driver Noah Gregson, Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, they let the chips stack to support Speedway children's charities. And make sure you stop by the South Point next time you're in Vegas, because that's where the races stay. Fun night. All right, Jeff, what did you make about the timing of that yellow, and how does that impact the field in general?
Well, Steve talked about how the people that are trying to earn stage points, what they were going to do, they pitted.
So we'll go back green with 3 laps to go on the stage.
11 cars waved around. The 47 took the free pass. So with this, before this caution came out, we had 23 cars on our lead lap. That moved it all the way up to 35. So that could make a big difference when it comes to points if someone has problems late in the race.
Just a reminder, third card on the inside there, just off screen. The 11 of Denny Hamlin had the lead on the original start, couldn't get from 4th to 5th cleanly, lost the lead. We'll see if that's a standalone issue or if we'll see any other. He had no issues on the green flag pit stops, but it would be hard to tell. We'll see right here with them all packed up if he has any issues.
Good shot there of the official pace car for today's playoff race, the 2025 Toyota GR Supra, leading the field to green. They'll come into the Echo Park Automotive restart zone here shortly. Let's see who gets the best jump. If you're just joining us, big news, biggest news from stage 1. Ryan Blaney of Team Penske has crashed out of this race. And that's big time. Both
all right.
Team Penske drivers are at the bottom of the playoff points. Here's that.
Gonna be 3 laps to go on the stage. Green flag is back in the air.
And it's William Byron, who has led 35 laps today, leads the field back.
Byron pulls off well as a nice restart.
And the 19 of Chase Briscoe is on the inside. Got his teammate right behind Denny Hamlin in that AM/PM Camry, that purple car down on the low line. Stretching their legs down the back stretch. With the Spring Mountains in the background.
Big block from the 19 to the 11. That slows Hamlin down a little bit, takes the momentum away from him. He recovers nicely, though.
Keep an eye on that white number 9, the Napa 9 of Chase Elliott. Whoa! Contact, there was a rub there.
I feel like the cars are super quiet. I feel like they weren't earlier, but now they feel like they are.
Hendrick and JGR going at it at the front of this field.
A little bit further back, Joey Logano trying to get points in this stage. Got put 3 wide, lost a couple spots.
Final lap of the stage. Here we go.
1 lap to go. Stage 1, presented by Credit One Man. Look at Bubba Wallace in that Dayglow yellow, that Robin Hood 23. There he is right there. 3 wide down the back stretch.
Christopher Bell on the bottom, he loses momentum.
Stage points on the line. William Byron is going to grab the maximum here.
And William Byron wins stage 1 at Las Vegas.
Briscoe and Lawson are fighting hard to the line, but it's William Byron who wins his 8th stage.
About a minute and a half green flag run to end the stage. I'm going to go outside and smoke, and I'll be back for the start of the second stage.
The first laps that he's led in the playoffs. Maybe, just maybe, that 24 is coming good, really, when it counts. First race in the round of 8, and first stage win goes to William Byron.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Want a last-minute getaway calls? Answer it. Book last-minute deals on thousands of stays with Verbo.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. That's actually an elaboration on point 2, but it counts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. 6, you can bring your own phone if you want. 7, also your number. Bring that too. 8, are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, is this my commercial?
There's a reason we do all this shifting, launching and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Let's meet the starting lineup for Team NBC and Peacock. Who? Chris Hill.
What is happening?
At 6'9", Tracy McGrady.
Yo, they're doing heights.
Vince Carter. Jamal Crawford.
That's my team.
Carmelo Anthony.
Are they even going to intro us?
And Reggie Miller.
NBA tip-off, October 21st, only on NBC and Peacock.
Are we supposed to play them?
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by the South Point Hotel Casino and Spa, where the races stay in Las Vegas. Chewy, for life with pets. There's Chewy with everything. And by Progressive, save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com.
William Byron, the winner of stage 1. It all started in the restart zone. You can't do it better than this. Watch him drag. As soon as he gets hit by the 19, off he goes. Now he enters turn 1 with nobody beside him. Now it's just hit your marks and you're going to win this stage.
Then there was contact between Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. Look at this, Steve.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure if Denny thought the 9 was going up, because it's definitely Denny who seems to be changing lanes and gets into that left front of the 9 here on board. Listen, Chase is like, man, what's happening here, buddy? I'm out here. Back half the field comes to pit road. All the leaders stay on the racetrack, so no big surprise.
While they do that, we'll take advantage, squeeze in a quick break, come back, get ready to fire up stage 2.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
This is an SVU Superfan Marathon.
All right, Rollins, let's go.
Hi, I'm Kelly Goodish, and I'm back to host the Rockin' Rollins Marathon. All the best. Me.
The SVU Superfan Rockin' Rollins Marathon, tomorrow.
Only on USA.
In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, our blue logo is going pink. For those who've won the fight against cancer, we salute you. For those still fighting, we support you. And for those who would like to help, go to WilliamAttire.com. At William Attire, we've helped thousands in our community after a crash with serious injuries. You know us, you know our focus, and you know we can help. Call the firm with the focus, the firm with the fours. 444-4444.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Is that really me?
Hi, I'm
Shut the fuck
Jonathan
up.
Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
If you're a WWE fan, you know who this guy is. Yes, special guest with us today, Braun Strowman. The WWE legend is here in the house, watching, witnessing, and loving these NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. He is on the Peacock Pit Box with Brad Doherty, Dale Jarrett. DJ and Brad were worried that he was going to pick him up and throw him off the pit box.
The fuck is this guy?
But you're safe. Welcome, Braun, and enjoy your time with the guys.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Things got a little wild over here at Chase Elliott's pit. These wild race fans after that contact with Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
So excited to bring in a little extra
We got some
security, man.
backup.
7 footer's not enough. Hey, man, welcome. I know you're a huge race fan.
Nah, man, it's absolutely awesome, man. My ties in NASCAR growing up right outside Mooresville, North Carolina, stuff like that. WWE superstar for the last decade. Now my new television show, Everything on the Menu with Braun Strowman, premieres next Friday, October 24th on USA Network, right after SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic. So what do you think this far? Oh, man, I tell you what, if this isn't the heartbeat of America going on right behind us, if this doesn't get your soul fired up, give you goosebumps, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is what it's all about, baby.
Hey, guys, I don't know how things are in the booth, but security's pretty good down here for me.
They're safe in these hands.
If he orders everything on the menu, Brad will help him.
Oh, I got his back. Absolutely.
Well, Braun, you've come to a good day. First race of the round of 8. Beautiful day here in Nevada. And we're just getting the field caught up, organizing the field, and we will rip into stage 2.
That stage 1 kind of felt like the early rounds of a heavyweight fight, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like they sized each other up, pushing, shoving, some heavy battles. The playoff cars still occupy 1 through 5. Really, I would say it's kind of status quo other than the big news you pointed out of Blaney's accident, right? Missing playoff points, or excuse me, stage points was a big hurt. That accident's going to be even a bigger penalty now, seeing how every other playoff driver finished inside the top 10.
For you and Jeff, because of your respective racing IQs and your time, your tenure in the sport, I love listening to your thoughts and opinions. And you felt that you saw something in the 24, and then we all got to hear it for ourselves in the pre-race pep talk. He's got the eyes on today. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I think just the entire group has to find that next level when the stage presents itself.
Here we go.
I think that young driver behind the wheel of 24 is ready to break out of his shell. That type of performance could be today.
One stage down. 2
Free flag back in the air. Stage 2's underway.
400. Let's do it. Here we go. Stage 2 underway.
All right, this time not quite as good of a restart.
Yeah, not that. Oh, wow. Byron almost in the grass.
Chase Briscoe into the back of William Byron, and he almost went through the grass. What a save.
See Larson on the outside. That's what Larson wants. He wants to try to pinch off William Byron, not let him turn the car the way he wants to. 3 wide.
Briscoe on the inside.
Oh, man, here goes Briscoe.
He's on the attack. Larson goes to the lead. Byron is in the middle and going backwards. Hamlin's up on the high side.
Disappointed that he lost the lead. Very happy that he still has a race car. Take a look, Jeff.
Yeah, the 19 just trying to push. Briscoe trying to give a push. And they just
It was
don't
one
get
of the
lined up.
grass.
But then I think Briscoe is actually going to try to pass here.
That was inches away, or maybe an inch away from hooking and coming back up into the field. What an escape for William Byron.
Talked about how important that restart was to win the stage, and you can see the difference. William did not get a great restart that time. Larson was able to enter side by side with him, and now, instead of racing for the lead, there's a battle for third.
We talk about turning points. Remember, it was the 19th turning point, losing the lead on the green flag pit stop. That gave it to Byron. Byron then dominated, 45 laps led. He's now lost the lead. What does Kyle Larson do? Can he keep it, or will Briscoe attack as he's trying here in the 19 and go back up and take it away?
Did that run from the 24, hugging the white line, down on that low line, and made up a considerable amount of ground on Chase Briscoe. Guy who has won 2 of the last 3 races here in Vegas leads the way in this new scheme. The Zach Brown Band Number 5. Look at this angry little bunch. This is why keeping your track position is so
Pretty wide
important.
racing here.
It is an absolute bar fight in the back. I mean, gloves off, 2 wide, 3 wide, big block from the 3 of Dylan on the 16.
And a mixture of tires back there. Remember, some
Ooh,
guys
Eric
did not
Jones
pit, and
got a little
some
loose
did.
there.
The guys that waved around to get back on the lead lap, they all pitted. They're trying to use those tires to move forward.
Oh, that's going to be really tight. Ross Chastain's trying to split Austin Dillon and Alex Bowman in the 48. New scheme for Bowman in that all-green Love Your Mind Ally 48. And Chastain does split him.
And up front, William Byron trying to get by Briscoe. Just doesn't quite clear him.
You mentioned that paint scheme on the 48. Ally has given that paint scheme for that mental health awareness. Great cause. 48 trying to give it a great run, but cannot get out of the mix.
Kyle Busch getting a few spots there.
Oh, there he goes. I think Byron's got him now.
There he got him, and Briscoe's going to try to cross him over.
And Briscoe for
will see what he
second.
does. Really can't overdrive the entry because of the pace of that 24 car. Look at William Byron. He is rolling.
It's a perfect example of a pass taking 2 laps, though, right? He got position, knew he was going to get crossed over, but he really wanted to be on the outside. Now we'll see if he tries to take that same approach on the 5.
This is something we haven't seen from this 24 car lately. They really haven't had the pace to recover from problems.
It's that time of the year. Top 4 on the racetrack all rank in the top 4 of laps led this year, so no surprise they are all at the front of this racetrack.
Here comes Hamlin.
Yeah, I think they got this 11 car better. That or the cycle of tires. Sometimes we have a loose race car, just that heat cycle jump will make it a little more secure, easier to drive.
Well, I'd say the 11 car, I think he's been pretty good. The long run is where he got in trouble in the first stage. Let's see if they got it tightened up.
Oh, boy.
Briscoe on the outside.
He is amped up today. These two have turned on quite the show. Byron led 45 laps so far. Briscoe led 35. They dominated the early proceedings in this South Point 400.
And that move by the 24 on the 19 on the exit of turn 2 to shut the door there, that was like the final stage move for the first half of the year. That's not something we have seen this early in the race, but you can just see the intensity of the racing is higher. They know what's on the line.
If William Byron goes on to win this race later today, we will go back to that restart, the start of stage 2, when these two came together. And it was just so close for William Byron ending up in the grass and maybe spinning around and coming back up into the field. What a save. A little bit of luck on his side here in Vegas. And some good driving.
Those two are going at it. That is aggressive. It's fun to watch. It's also fun when you're in that car and you know the guy. You kind of trust the guy you're racing hard. A lot of respect between those two.
Barring a yellow, this should be a rinse and repeat situation. You're going to pit with about 30 to 35 laps on your tires. That's, call it 20 to 25 laps from now.
Just hearing the roar of the Toyota engine there aboard Denny Hamlin. Here comes Chase Elliott. You may have seen the headlines this week that NASCAR announced they're going to ramp things up next year, horsepower-wise, to 750 horsepower on all tracks less than 1.5 miles and road courses. So what are your thoughts on that, Jeff?
Yeah, it's something the drivers have been wanting for a long time. It's just trying to get more horsepower in an effort not just to make the cars go faster. It's not about that. It's as Goodyear has developed tires that fall off on speed, that has made racing really good. Goodyear's done a great job this year bringing some new technology. Bringing more horsepower will make those rear tires wear out quicker, ultimately making the cars that drive the best have the best opportunity to win the race, and also trying to make some passing on short tracks and road courses.
Looking through the field, after the first 5, all playoff drivers, then Tyler Reddick and his teammate Bubba Wallace, and then Ty Gibbs. Joey Logano runs 9th, and Shane Van Gisbergen, man who won last weekend in the Roval in Charlotte. He's got this really cool design on the 88 today, jockey sponsorship and partnership, and he was very grateful to them. You can't see it because it's quite intricate, but it's the silver fern of New Zealand and the stars of the New Zealand flag on there. So they said to Shane, we'll let you have some creative license here, and he feels very honored to be running this, and he's running in the top 10.
Finished 10th at Kansas, right? And so we're starting to see
SVG's in the top 10 now. He's really getting better on ovals. It kind of started Gateway or New Hampshire. He just started having them good runs at ovals.
He works around the racetrack in the 11th spot right now. They battled a free condition.
And obviously got the win last week at the Roval.
Christopher told crew chief Adam Stevens, just leave it alone for this restart. Feel like it's maybe going to come to us. They haven't said anything. Bell hasn't on this run, but they've lost some positions here and out of position to score stage points as they run right now with 65 to go in the second stage. Jeff, when we go on board like this and you're looking at Christopher at work, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for how much his hands are moving. You see, he takes his hand off the wheel on the straights, kind of stretch your hand out a little bit. His car obviously doesn't drive horrible, not a ton of wheel input. The race car driver drives the car not only with vision, but with feel. You have to feel that the car is tight, it won't turn well enough, or if the back end is loose, the rear end's not gripped up enough. And how hard you can drive the car and how much wheel input you can put into it is because of those two things. What is limiting my ability to go fast?
Look how rhythmic he is. It's left hand off on the back stretch, right hand off on the front stretch with a little bit of the dog leg. I guess he probably leaves the left hand on and just keep tugging on the wheel. See if he does it again. Yeah, please see, right hand down. Probably doesn't even know he's doing it, right? It's just so natural for him.
Definitely feels tighter.
Kyle Larson has around about a second advantage over his Hendrick Motorsports teammate William Byron. Here it is here. New scheme leads the way.
I'm on the ride, right? Make you feel safe and protected out there.
That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet for my husband. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Swoot. It's Swedish. That's a whole rabbit. Named Swoot.
Well, there's really no need for a Lucky Charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back. We're just going to ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit. Named Swoot.
Oh, Cosmo. I'm just not really ready to let go of summer dresses.
Okay, yes. A layer, a cute boot, one foot in the sand, one in the leaf pile.
Summer. Oh.
Fall.
Summer.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to go time. I'll go start the car. Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're dealing donuts in victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
When it comes to innovation, these two don't play by the book. They rewrite it.
Don't sweat the technique.
Detroit, mixing grit with deception. And in KC, the magic is in the mayhem. So on Sunday night, the exceptional is the rule.
Keep the technique.
Lions, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
Looking at William Byron in the 24, the 19 of Chase Briscoe. This is second and third. They've had a great scrap for the last, well, even since the second stage began. I mentioned earlier, for those of you just joining us, the biggest news of this race is Ryan Blaney has crashed out, and a short while ago, Marty Snyder caught up with him. Here it is.
Glad to see Ryan Blaney out of the infield care center. Man, did you have any warning that the right front was going down, Ryan?
Nope, no warning. So left front tire blew in the 3, and yeah, unfortunate going home early.
What do you do from now on? I mean, you've won Talladega twice in the fall, won Martinsville twice in the fall. Do you kind of rest on the fact of how good you've been at those two tracks, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, maybe look forward to those. Obviously, we have to look forward to them. Not the spot you want to be in. I actually thought we got our car fairly decent there, and I was looking forward to keep going and never got it. But yeah, I mean, pretty simple. Got to go win one of the next 2 weeks, and hopefully we can rebound and do it.
They have won, as we mentioned, Talladega and Martinsville twice each before left front takes Ryan Blaney out here in Vegas.
Expression reflects the gravity.
Yeah, so
of
he's
the
minus
situation.
34.
You don't want to be the last one on points going into the second race of the round of 8. Time's running out. Only 3 races left in the year after today. So he knows he's up against it the next 2 weekends.
Regardless of what he was saying, you could just hear it. Yeah, body language and just think about it. It's just a little surreal. I'm sure it's going to take a little bit of time to process it all. Look at this run from Reddick.
Reddick getting by Hamlin.
Put it on the boards and just
for fourth.
Absolutely destroyed the Atlanta car.
That's been working.
3 and 4, yeah, it really is.
SVG's another one, Jeff. You know, it's like you got to be careful because somebody can get to your left rear quarter panel and slow you down.
I imagine we'll see pit stops
we'll
in the next
up there, Reddick up ahead.
10, 15 laps.
Look at Hamlin. Hamlin's like, I'm going to try it. This right rear spoiler cam from Reddick. All right. Well, you're going to see another car come into the picture because he has a big run. Will he show up on the right-hand side of the screen? No, he kind of did. He peeked out right there.
Yeah, I think spotters are watching this 45 car. Just put it on the boards and make 2 passes. I think they're going to have to start moving
Reddick
their drivers up the
third.
racetrack. Other drivers
Reddick
are
is
seeing him
flying.
do it, but watch what he does. The reason he's so good at this is look how close he enters the wall into the corner. He doesn't drive up to the wall. He enters. He enters right against the wall, and that makes the constant radius of the corner work to your advantage. You don't have to turn the wheel at any one place. He does it as well as anybody.
All right, William Byron, get ready because that 45 is going to get bigger in your mirror. He is coming. Larson waiting, already going into turn 3. Then his teammate, and then Reddick.
7 to 10 for pit stops. Just a reminder, Reddick jumped everyone to pit road by a couple laps. That cycled near to the front. The 19 lost the lead on pit stops. Dylan, we will see how the leaders fare this time around.
Yeah, and we see Kyle Larson here as pit stops are getting ready to happen here. The 5 crew getting warmed up. Larson has been battling a tight condition most of the day after they were free yesterday in practice, so they at least got on the different side of that. But Cliff Daniels said we always fight tight here, so we have to be aware of that. Larson said he was starting to lose the feel in the right front. They'll make a chassis adjustment when he comes down to pit, Tim.
And his teammate William Byron running in the second position. No surprise, he has had great stats here at Vegas. Finished top 10 in the last 5 Vegas races. Has led laps in the last 5 Vegas races. Already done 45 of those lap leads here today. A little surprising we haven't seen this team in victory lane here during the playoffs, especially considering they were the regular season champions. But no reason to think that they couldn't come here and find victory lane. Just a little free, and he needs to be tightened up when they make stops, Dylan.
Green flag pit stops underway once again. The early pitters seem to gain track position in the first stage. Bell's the first of the playoff cars to hit pit road. He said with laps on tires, he actually started to feel okay. We heard him report that tight condition that was taking off, and especially in the middle of the corner, 4 tires and fuel for Bell.
I think he's kind of forced as the rear-running playoff car. He has to try to flip the advantage somehow. That's why Bell was the first to pit road. We now see the 11 and the 19 side by side with the 11 who's running the bottom come to pit road. That will be the lane you're looking for. Will he chase his teammate? He will not. Wide open in the
We
gas.
got pit stops happening. Ty Dillon, Ty Gibbs, SVG, Ryan Priest, Austin Dillon, Alex Bowman.
This is on the early side. Look, they only have about 30 laps on their tires. They got 48 laps to the end of the stage. So while there is a clear advantage of coming early,
pitted.
perhaps there's a little fear of running too long in the second stint required to finish, and that's why we're going to see a few
Smith,
extra laps
Sindick,
out of some of these cars.
Kyle Busch is pitting, Nemechek is pitting,
Is driven away from his
Chastain.
fellow Toyota drivers.
We talked about Denny Hamlin, the changes as he comes
Here
down
comes
pit
Denny
road. They have
and
certainly
Reddick.
made that car better on the long run.
Under that orange box, like we saw
Chase
McDowell,
spinning.
Reddick on pit road, the 11 and the 9, Kim.
Chase Elliott saying the nose is just a little too numb off the wall, needs a little bit better turn for that Chevrolet. They put on those 4 fresh Goodyear tires, air pressure adjustment, Marty.
AJ Allmendinger's pitting.
Pit road said it didn't go as free this run as it did the last one, but man, he is using the top of the racetrack to his advantage. It was a late call to get Denny Hamlin to pit road, and Jeff, terrific observation by you. They have made
Byron's
so
pitting.
much better for Hamlin. It's been edgy all the run, but Hamlin said the back is in the track.
Briscoe's pitting. Logano's pitting.
And coming down pit road, Kim, he said the car's really good right now.
And Marty, just loose condition for the 24. He said, I'm a little free here, but if you tighten me up, I will be
Suarez is
fine.
pitting.
Again, we'll get him a little bit more stability, Marty.
Chase Briscoe coming down pit road on the
Preece and
last
Barry are
stop.
pitting. Didn't Preece already pit?
On the last stop, though, they gained 2 spots. See if they can have a cleaner.
Oh, Chase Elliott has a penalty for an uncontrolled tire. That's huge. That is huge.
I need to be, but I need the front to work just a little bit more for me, Dylan.
About 13 laps ago, Kyle Larson came on the radio and said, I'm losing the right front. I can feel it burning off.
Larson's pitting.
Major concern. They knew this was about
Stenhouse is pitting.
They will make another chassis adjustment here just to try to help that. Adjustments every stop for the race leader. They'll go around and change left side to make it a 4-tire stop.
Riley Herbst's pitting. Eric Jones, Cody Ware.
Coming off pit road. We see a big battle of the cars he's going to be blending with. We have both Byron and Reddick and Wallace.
And Steve, while you were talking about Kyle Larson, let's talk about his teammate Chase Elliott. Uncontrolled tire.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to serve a penalty. He's back on pit road now.
Oh, that is just a...
Catherine Legg's pitting. Chase Elliott serving his penalty. Brad Keselowski's pitting. Justin Haley is
This
pitting.
battle continues. Let's see exactly what happens to the 9. He stops in his box. A little long still. That's happened twice. You see the tire rolling to the front. Well, it turns and keeps rolling, keeps rolling, keeps rolling well into the next pit box, and then it takes another crew member to stop it. That, I think, is what triggers the uncontrolled tire when it gets to the point where you need help to stop the tire. And very close call between Chastain and the 11 of Hamlin.
Since the start of the playoffs, Chase Elliott's pit crew has been the second best on pit road, so an uncharacteristic mistake.
And really just an unfortunate, like it looked like the tire was rolling and it just kind of
Top 6
wiggled
still
to the
need a pit.
right. And as I mentioned, it didn't really interfere with another pit crew, but it only got so far that the other crew member just had to stop it. And once another team is required to kind of assist, that triggers some of that uncontrolled tire characteristic and a penalty for the 9.
His day has just gone upside down very quickly. So 2 of the key playoff drivers, Ryan Blaney crashed out, and Chase Elliott penalized and is now a lap down.
Yeah, right in front of him, though. There's several cars that haven't pitted.
I got a race for the dog. Got a race for the dog. It means he's got a race for the, basically for free pass, formerly the lucky dog, right? He's thinking same as us. He's like, how do I stay on the lead lap? Because when you look at cars that have pitted,
The dog. I like
right,
that.
the 9 has Byron behind him, Larson in front.
Chester
so you
the
just gotta
Aaron's
continue to
lucky
chase
dog?
Larson and Reddick, and everyone they lap, he has to lap.
No, it's not
Now, the other
Aaron's
concern
anymore.
is we have Wallace and
But it's
Custer
Chester
who's
the
yet
lucky
to pit.
dog.
So they have a wave of cars a lap down.
Bubba's
Here comes
hitting.
Bubba, finally, and then we'll wait and see when Cole Custer does. Dylan Welsh is standing by. Take it away, mate.
Bosavar pitting.
Here comes Bubba Wallace. He said that
Todd
he had
Gilliland
nothing
pitting
on
also.
corner entry and was having to give up a little bit on the center, waiting on the
Just waiting on
throttle.
Custer to
they've
pit.
been pretty happy with their race car. Bubba said the last time down pit road that it was turning a little bit too well. We'll see what they do here. They'll at least change 4 tires.
Custer doesn't pit this time. He takes the lead.
Doesn't look like a chassis adjustment, so maybe just air pressure if anything on the 23.
Last car to make the stop.
And here
It's the
comes
41.
Cole Custer.
The Haas factory
So the lead will
Ford.
cycle back
Just
around
3 races left for the
to
Blue
Kyle
Oval.
Larson as Cole
Before this
Custer is
team
making his pit
switches
stop.
manufacturers next
19
year,
cars
so
in the lead lap
that
right now.
return- Oh, here's that stop again, Stevie.
Yeah, so check this out. Way up here at the front, right?
He might
You
not be
see
the
that
final
go
car to
and
stop,
go
but-
and go and go. And then unfortunately the 34 crew member, it's in his box at this point. He stops it.
Yeah,
There's another
15th.
great look at it. So right here would be okay, but look, it just keeps going, keeps going. So it's more than half a pit stall away. Another crew member needs to stop it. And here's
Remember when
the theory.
15th
If he
was
doesn't
like
stop it, it just keeps
a
going.
nightmare
It's gonna be
scenario?
2-3 pit stalls away. Alec comes down, talking to Nick O'Dell, long time tire changer. My man,
I remember
has
those
seen it
days.
all. He's been a part of championships.
Now,
You see the
15th
fist bump,
is like a
that's
dream.
leadership from the top of the pit box.
And more trouble. on
And
pit road.
Bubba's got a penalty.
Bubba Wallace, too fast on pit road, entering pit road. This racetrack, Steve, has been a very tough racetrack as far as pit road. A ton of penalties here. We're seeing it again today.
Here's the radio.
Sorry, guys. I thought I was well under because I was getting brake bites right, so I'd like to look at that tomorrow. Simple. Get it back later.
Something about brake bias, trying to get brake bias right, so look at it tomorrow. He just said, I thought I was under. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, what can you, like, look, he owns it. You can run 3 miles an hour under and never get caught speeding. And every week you're going to be pointed out how you're the worst on and off pit road and rolling speed and continue to lose times. There's just no more time off anymore. Every part of the race, pit stops, green flag entry, rolling speed, everything is calculated and measured. And it's really just a level of comfort that you as a driver, your team, your organization, what are you willing to take? What risk? At what level are you willing to be? And if you're ultra conservative, Jeff, you're ultra not in the top 5 because it's going to take
Bubba's serving his penalty.
Serving his penalty. And there's always the one guy that's so good on pit road that sets the standard, and you go try to chase him, and next thing you know, you're getting penalized.
Kyle Larson out.
That's really tough for Bubba.
And with the laps led today, he has surpassed 1,000 laps led this year.
Customize it. Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need? Yes. Huh. What happens in this one? Seagulls. Oh, I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
In the playoffs, titles must be earned through sweat, smoke, and speed.
Survival is what it's all about.
The playoff pressure is on.
The title chase continues at Talladega. The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs this Saturday at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, only on the CW.
South Point 400 continues here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The Xfinity on board. We're riding with Tyler Reddick, who is just hounding race leader Kyle Larson. And once you're no longer in the playoffs, it's pretty straightforward. We're just going for wins. We want to win. Got so close last week at the Roval. Did Tyler Reddick, but not to be.
Well, you see the jump man on the helmet. The jump man's in attendance. So, you know, we talk a lot about the playoffs, but sometimes I do think they can overshadow of what a victory means. Jeff, I look back at my career, your career, like adding another number in the win column would be so important to any of us who no longer have the chance to do it, that if you're Tyler Reddick, I mean, that's basically the goal today. You said it, right? Diff, no longer in the playoffs, but a trophy from Las Vegas will definitely ease the sting if they're able to pull it off.
Winning these races is so difficult. I don't don't know of a driver that would trade a win for another just because everyone is special and everyone is unique.
Tell us more about the 45, Marty.
Yeah, Lee, when I think you look at the final few races of 2025, this is a racetrack that Tyler Reddick and his team certainly feel like they can take advantage of it. And running the top of the track like Reddick can do so well here, that is his wheelhouse. He has made it work. Billy Scott has shown a willingness to come to pit road early and jump people on pit road. This has really been a team effort for Reddick, having his best run in a long time. They have back-to-back top 10s, but they still don't have that win. That's what they want to get, Lee.
Well, it's a good point because that's on their list. Then just go back 3-4 more positions. Is Ty Gibbs still in search of his first career win? And then you've got Shane Van Gisbergen running in 8th behind Christopher Bell. Chris Buescher is in 10th, and his team boss Brad Keselowski is back in 13th. RFK still looking for their first win as an organization this year.
This race is really interesting to me. It's crazy, Steve. One lap, somebody will be faster. The next lap, somebody else is faster. It seems like a lot of inconsistency from one lap.
25 to go on the stage.
I thought Larson was in trouble. He was backing up to Reddick, and then all of a sudden he just drives away from Reddick. And now Reddick is under attack from Chase Elliott. It's a really odd race in regard to consistency of speed.
.26 to go in stage 2. Time for a Toyota driver update. Let's have a look. Highest place, pretty easy. Tyler Reddick, we've been talking a bunch about him. Then Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe. Top 3 in the Toyota driver update.
To Jeff's point right there, I believe that this track is so gripped up and they're at such a percentage of wide open throttle that the draft is actually in effect. As much as normally we see a car out front thinking it slows them down. But that last lap by, Larson flew. And I think it's because the cars in front of him were too wide. And he had this huge, basically, cave of air, this big tunnel of air that he kind of towed his way into. So it's like, hey, I need to help down the straightaway, then get out of my way in the corner so I can have the downforce.
Yeah, and we talked earlier about Goodyear building different tires. I think also the better handling cars, they're the ones that run the best at the end of these runs.
Yeah.
They're the ones that haven't abused the tires as much.
So Christopher Bell is running in 7th place at the moment, Dylan. We saw him pit on the early side of things in this stage. Tell us more.
Yeah, well, as we said, they watched Tyler Reddick, or must have watched Tyler Reddick in that first stage pit early and gained spots. That's exactly what the 20 Christopher Bell did. Hit it from 11, came out once everything cycled through in the 7th spot. So that's something to note for later on if we have green flag stops. Hitting early seems to be the good move if you want to gain track position. Bell on this run said his car was good taking off. That's more of a positive sign than a couple of their other pit cycles. So they got track position and a little bit better air once they're further towards the field. So seems to be trending in the positive direction for the 20.
So pitting early is an advantage because the couple lap older tires don't kill you at the end. The risk is very simple. You come to pit road, the yellow comes out. This is a track you lose a lap, so that would put you very far behind. So there is a real gamble. Adam Stevens, though, he knows how to do it as well as anybody. You see him there, upper left of your screen, lean back, arms crossed, checking his driver, watch him go to work.
We covered the troubles on pit road of the 9-car Chase Elliott. Stevie did a good job of explaining that Chase Elliott's job now is to be the first car a lap down. Well, here Kyle Larson has started lapping race cars. He just got by Josh Berry. Now he's getting by the 34 of Todd Gilliland. Now Todd Gilliland is the first car 1 lap down. Chase Elliott's got to go chase down Todd. So every single time the 5 gets by a car, the 9's got to get by him as well. These are going to be an intense 20 laps for Chase Elliott.
Chase is trying to do it with Reddick breathing down his rear bumper. It's not for position, but position on the racetrack. It's still track position. It'll make his job harder if he gets in front of him, right? Because then he'll have more distance to the leader, or at least the second car.
And now Reddick's gone to the very bottom of the racetrack. I also wonder, Steve, I see cars rip the top and then really go good for a few laps. Then it seems like it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
Like when you first go there's a lot of grip, and then it seems to fall off.
We've seen this, though, with some of these tires that slow down not because of wear, but because of heat. So, Jeff, I wonder, you run the bottom, maybe it just heats the right front up. You go around the top, it cools the right front, heats the right rear. Like, you almost have to kind of move your lane to keep letting a tire breathe. You can't just continue to beat on the same tire every lap.
Same Goodyear tyre package that we saw at Kansas 2 weeks ago. So there's some good knowledge across the teams with how that tyre performs. Of course, different track, different circumstances.
Now, if you're Chase Elliott, what you really want to do is get up there and pass Kyle Larson and put yourself back in the lead lap without having to get that free pass. It is a major difference between restarting a lead lap car versus starting a wave around car. The wave around car has got to start in the very back, the tail end and along this field. You're back in the lead lap, but the track position you give up is huge. It's a major difference. Chase Elliott wants to get by that 5 car for sure.
How much is this traffic going to help? Because Larson's got 3 ahead there that he's got to get through. Meanwhile,
Elliott's minus
Chase
30.
Elliott
How's
is
Elliott
zeroing in
below
on
Blaney?
the back of Gilliland to try and get by him to put himself first in
lap
line
down.
to get that free pass. It's all about the quest to become a NASCAR Cup Series champion. We're fortunate enough to have 6 champions in the field. And let's talk about some champs. We kick it off with Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, Chase Elliott, your 2020 champ, and no reason to believe they couldn't make it a 2-time champion this year, or at least make that championship four. Talked to crew chief Alan Gus this morning, and he said this round with its tracks this year actually shapes up a little better for us than years past. And he said even with Dega and Martinsville, we think we're strong there. This race was their biggest concern. Historically, Vegas has not been great for them. Only 1 top 10 in the last 5 that came in March, where they finished 10th. But he said Kansas gave us a really good perspective. We knew where to start. We were optimistic. Now, the car's been solid, Marty, but pit road has not. Remember, he went long in the box and now finds himself a lap down after that uncontrolled tire penalty.
Joey Logano trying to win his 4th championship this year, Kim. He said earlier the car definitely fired off better this run, but I can hang, and that's it. Meaning I can hang in the back half of the top 10. So don't count out Paul Wolfe trying to play some strategy in stage 3. Maybe running a little bit longer than the other cars. Hoping to catch a caution, but certainly doing something different than those top 5 cars, because so far, Logano's been in the back half of the top 10, Dylan.
Well, Marty, how about an attaboy to the 2012 champ, Brad Keselowski, qualified 34th. Spoke to Jeremy Bullen. His crew chief just said that they were way too tight in qualifying, made some big changes overnight, and those were definitely positive changes. He's still fighting dirty air right now, and the latest report is that he's losing rear grip as this run goes, but he is putting in a early candidate for hard charger of the day from 34th to 12th right now for Brad K, and they are showing no signs of slowing down. He's on the move in the 6 car.
And moving by his teammate and employee Chris Buescher to be that lead RFK Ford. 13 laps to go here in Vegas. The South Point 400 continues.
13 to go on that stage.
Help people save on their cell phone bills. That's why I cut my car in half. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they can save. Let's cut the face off of our helmets. Let's cut the top off of our steering wheel. Let's even cut our hats.
Isn't that just a visor?
Shut up, Chris. Great. Can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
Yes.
Fine. The WeatherTech's here.
WeatherTech is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Laser measured floor liners, no drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, seat protector, and cup phone.
What about my car?
WeatherTech.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
For 5
5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters is the moment. Steeled focus on detail. Driven by heart, steered by steady hands. The resolve to make a run for the ages. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Talladega on NBC and Peacock.
It's the 48 of Alex Bowman, and Alex is partnering with the Ad Council's Love Your Mind campaign. We told you about this earlier by debuting a new car wrap and helmet sponsored by Ally to remind everyone to take care of their mental health. Love Your Mind. At the moment, Alex is in the top 10. He's just jumped up a position. He's overtaken Shane Van Gisbergen and now runs 9th. Kyle Larson leads to the tune of almost 2 seconds. Only 7 laps to go in this stage.
Chase Elliott did get by Todd Gilliland and Austin Cindric, so right now he is the first car 1 lap down. And it looks like to me Larson is not really catching McDowell. McDowell has good pace. I don't think Larson will get to him.
McDowell was one of those ones who had a pit road penalty. So too Ryan Preece, Wallace. It's been tough, and most notably Chase Elliott. That one really, really hurt. So Wallace and Elliott are running in prominent positions. Speaking of Ryan Preece, want to congratulate him and his wife Heather on the birth of their 2nd child, little boy Bentley.
22 of Joe Logano being passed by the 48 of Bowman for the 8th position. With only a few laps left in the stage, that is a paying points position, so he will lose 1 point if the 48 can finish the pass.
Logano's not running bad, but everybody he's racing is just simply running better. I mean, he's running the... Whoa, is that...
Sounds like a left front tire or something coming apart.
That sounded very odd.
Didn't it?
That sounded very similar to Blaney.
It did. It caught my attention. I don't know.
Just loose. My right rear's gone.
Right rear's gone? Like, let's listen.
So here's the line, then we can work on it. That's the green flag, stop 2.
Well, obviously, it's not a tire issue. He couldn't run this speed if a tire was coming apart, but something has like a funny sound to this car when he gets off the gas. Maybe it's just the air coming around the front of the car, around the camera.
Yeah, Steve, all Logano has said is to right rear just gone on the end of this run, so way free for Logano right now.
Yeah, so just managing it best he can. SVG is about a little over a second back, 3 laps to go. He should be able to keep that gap over the 88, I assume.
Oh, Alex Bowman passed Kyle Larson. He is flying. He has come from deep in the field on this run. Dylan, 24th before the stops. He's running 8th now, Dylan.
Yeah, they are really, really fast, and this is one of their best tracks. I spoke with Blake Harris this morning, and he said, Alex just always comes here ready to go fast. He's won here. He's got a lot of confidence. They unloaded really free yesterday. They did that in Kansas, too, a few weeks ago. We're not very good, but yesterday it didn't faze him. This is just one of those places where Alex can and does make it up if the car isn't perfect. They've been pretty good right now, but Bowman is on the charge.
His teammate just crossed the line, 2 laps to go. Kyle Larson has led the most laps today in this 5. Is HendrickCars.com. Zach Brownband Chevrolet has led 71 laps so far.
Kyle Larson right now has run the 71 down. We'll see if he can get by him on this last lap. Right now, the 9 is in the free pass position, and he's got the 34 and the 11 behind him. I think the 9's in a good spot.
Final lap of the stage.
Can Larson pass the 71, and does he really need to? I think if you're the leader with a...
Larson's the leader, has a 2.85 second lead.
Michael McDowell just became the favorite of all the Chase Elliott fans.
Briscoe is below the cut line.
On this final lap presented by Credit One Bank.
Well, McDowell went to the top right there, trying to get by the 35 of Hertz.
And Kyle Larson wins stage 2 at Las Vegas.
As Kyle Larson wins the 2nd stage here in Las Vegas. That makes 10 stage victories this season.
Yeah. Kyle Larson runs the fastest lap of the field on that last lap right there. So that fresh air to the bottom of the racetrack. A couple more laps of that, McDowell would have been a problem.
And Logano hung on, as you see down there at the bottom of that graphic, just finishing in the top 10 ahead of Carson Hocevar and grabbing.
That was about a 41.5
points.
minute green flag run there.
It's always special to come to
end
Vegas.
stage
It's always
2.
fun here in Vegas. And who's going to have the best day of them all? We'll know at the end of this next stage.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy, have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
When it comes to innovation, these two don't play by the book. They rewrite it. Don't sweat the technique. Lions. Chiefs. Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
Air Crew, hop in and get your next adventure started in the new 25 Toyota RAV4 LE with all-wheel drive. Lease just $399 a month with $3,000 total due at signing. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop 24/7 at BurdickToyota.com.
Come on.
My husband Sean was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. It was a very late diagnosis. He worked hard to try and beat the cancer. He fought to the end. We were very satisfied with the settlement. His grandson and his daughter will, have a future. I'm very grateful, and I know probably will be too.
Dear Friday, worked all week and made it to the weekend in a new 25 Toyota Tacoma SR5 double cab. Lease yours for $349 a month with just $3,000 total due at signing. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop 24/7 at BurdickToyota.com.
Chase Elliott will get the free
NASCAR
pass.
USA is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. And by South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa, where the races stay here in Vegas. Speaking of that, in addition to being avid supporters of NASCAR, South Point Hotel and Casino are leaders in the Western lifestyle community, hosting over 42 weeks of equestrian and rodeo events every year. Earlier today at South Point's Victory Lane fan activation, world-renowned Budweiser Clydesdales were on display along with 3 of the best
Horses.
professional rodeo cowboys promoting the National Finals Rodeo coming to Vegas this December. Your next trip to Las Vegas, stay where the races and the cowboys stay. That's at the South Point. Here we go. Welcome back, Lee Diffie, Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte, and Kim Coon standing by on pit road. It's got active all of a sudden, Kimmy.
That's right. William Byron pocketing the second most stage points today. Said he struggled when he would catch cars, a little lazy with the front end this run. So Rudy Fugle telling him that they were going to just free him up. He did a tight bit. Dylan.
Kyle Larson, middle of the screen, still has been tight and sliding the front tires. Cliff Daniels said we've got to keep being aggressive, freeing it up. They're planning 2 stops ahead with their next adjustment. The first adjustment, something Kyle could do in the car, Marty.
Best long run speed of the day for Denny Hamlin. He said the car is certainly a lot better. Then he told Chris Gale, you need a better driver just a little bit because I'm just not timing things very well. Speaking of timing, timely pit stop for the 11 months. They gained a spot here on pit road, Lee.
Good stuff, Marty. Larson stays ahead. Hamlin was able to jump one, so too his teammate Briscoe.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
1 minute, it's smooth driving.
Come on.
The next, a crack. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeFlight.com.
Nice.
And SafeFlight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
Safe Flight Repair.
Come on.
Safelight replace.
Go to safelight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
The Tempur-Pedic Breeze makes sleep feel cool. So no more sweating all night or blasting the air conditioner. Because the Tempur-Breeze feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Find cooler sleep with the Tempur-Breeze collection at an Ashley near you.
Alta wanted a hotel with an ocean view. Then he found a vacation rental with an oceanfront yard. Easily find your stay. Expedia. Book now.
Rudy, you're a fighter. It's what got us this far that it can sink us.
Have you reached a verdict?
The season finale of The Rainmaker, Friday at 10 on USA.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your safety check.
Whoa.
And your weekend getaway. It's more than an SUV. It's your choice. Equinox or Equinox EV.
Current qualified lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $319 a month. See your Central New York Chevy dealers.
William Matar has a reputation for being a good guy.
Because I am a good guy.
For being focused on motor vehicle accident cases.
Because I focus on motor vehicle accidents.
For fighting for his clients.
Because I fight for my clients.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire. It matters in the experience as well as the results. Call William Matar. Visit WilliamMatar.com.
Love Pro, the best women's professional volleyball, is coming to USA Network. The league features several gold and Olympic silver medalists from the US and around the world, as well as many Division I collegiate national champions, and will look to build on a successful inaugural season in 2025. USA Network coverage will be on Wednesday in prime time, starting January 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern, and leads all the way to the championship match in April. What an afternoon here in Vegas. Beautiful weather, ideal to go racing. How the table's been treating you this week, Stevie?
Well, fun.
Well,
had a great time.
Well, pause, fun.
The city's so much fun. There's always so much to do, and I think that's really the point, right? It's just a great race. Fans all the time say, hey, what race should you go to? And I always say, like, the tracks give you a different thing. Each city gives you a different thing. So, like, what fits you the best, right? So a little bit more trouble with our playoff drivers. The driver of the 22 lost some spots. Marty, what was up with Logano?
Well, we'll check on the pit stop, Steve, but remember we talked about how he said he went way loose at the end of that run. So Joey asked on the radio to Paul Wolf, how's the right rear? Right rear's fine. The right front, however, is not fine. Look at the cording on the inside of the right front for Joey Logano. Pretty significant cording all the way around for Joey Logano. So one thing that could have played a factor in Logano's stop and definitely did in Denny Hamlin's stop, the sunset here at Vegas. Denny Hamlin talked about it on the radio. Listen in.
I got a little confused on where my box was there because of the sunlight. Just make sure you're waving that thing so I can get my depth perception. Yep, will do.
So, Jeff, that's interesting. Never heard of the sunlight kind of affecting pit road here at Vegas, but it's definitely setting going into turn one and down pit road.
Well, it makes it really difficult, especially Denny Hamlin. He's got the best spot, but see the sun shining right in his eyes. The advantage Denny has, he has no one in front of him because he's qualified on the pole. He got to pick that pit area, but imagine being back in the pack, having to go around another car, having a car in front of you. It becomes very challenging for those guys. Sunset's here about 6 o'clock.
If you're a Team Penske fan, you'll be celebrating on one hand because yesterday at Road Atlanta, the annual Petit Le Mans 10-hour endurance classic, Team Penske clinched the GTP title in the IMSA WeatherTech Sportscaster Championship. So they're happy on that stance. But here in the Cup Series, it's been a tough day. Ryan Blaney crashing out in stage one. Austin Cindric has been having a bit of a rugged day. He's been back in the pack, back further than where he usually is. And Joey Logano is in 16th at the moment.
Well, yeah, he came down pit road inside the top 10, but a 12.3 second pit stop has now relegated to 22 deep in the field outside the top 15, so his work cut out for him. And real quick on those cords that Marty showed, 96 laps, 95 when they take the green, so you're going to have to run longer. You see right there, driver time a little off, crew time a little off, the total time, big difference
pace
between
goes
5
off.
and 22.
We talked about Chase Elliott. He did get back at the lead lap because he was the first car one lap down, but look where he's restarting all the way at the back.
In back
the
green.
4 cars behind him electing to start behind him, but he has a lot of ground to make up.
Roaring out of the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Hamlin is all over the back of Larson. He goes by Reddick. What a day it has been for Kyle Larson. Can he lock himself into the championship 4 in less than 100 laps time?
Christopher Bell with an aggressive move.
He's on the inside of William Byron. Byron comes back in that green, white and black Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. Reddick is in the mix.
Oh, man.
He returns the favor to his boss.
Here comes Reddick. Trying to get by Larson.
Reddick second and looking to go one better and take the fight to Kyle Larson.
Christopher Bell has picked up 3 spots on this restart, now being put 3 wide.
Hamlin's being pushed up high. William Byron down low. He's really forcing the issue with Christopher Bell.
Well, Christopher Bell gave him no room whatsoever. Talking about William Byron, he put his door right on William Byron's door. Christopher Bell, what a restart.
Ty Gibbs nicely in the mix as well. That bright green Ally Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports of Bowman is in there. Keselowski has worked his way into the top 10. What a day for Brad, up 25 positions from the start of this race. What do you see that you like, Steve, early on in stage 3?
Well, I think you saw the fire-off speed of the 20 has definitely recovered his position, got him all the way up to 3rd. But I think Reddick is the one that just continues to roll forward. Look at that entry speed on the 45. Gets all the way to the rear bumper of the 5. He's trying to get that pass done before the 20 gets him. On the bottom, you see the 9 of Chase Elliott trying to work his way through traffic very gingerly. Up to 24th, now 23rd. So the 9 has decent speed. He just has to be very patient.
Top box, Christopher Bell has come into this shot. The 20, the Ream
Kyle's
Toyota,
in 13.
running 3rd. What can Reddick do about Larson? And are we going to see a non-playoff driver take the opportunity away for a playoff driver to go straight through to the championship 4? That is always living in the back of their minds, Jeff, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. I mean, just think about Christopher Bell, how much emphasis he's put on winning in this round, winning this race, as a matter of fact. Felt like he had a good chance to win the championship last year, had this race kind of wrapped up. But Joey Logano and his team found a way to win it, and Christopher Bell did not. And then he did not advance with a chance to win a championship in Phoenix. And he has said ever since then, when you come to this race, you better win it.
Well, that begs the question, with 89 to go, what are we getting ready to see? Will this be a straight green flag run? And will it come down to the timing of the final pit stop? Will we have an ill-timed yellow, which will force these teams to become, you know, a little bit more strategic and break this up a different manner? Kim, how about the 9 of Chase Elliott slowly recovering up to 23rd?
Yeah, back on the lead lap after getting that lucky dog. This car has been solid. That last run, that he did say his nose got too numb off the wall. They made a chassis adjustment at the end of that last stage. Now, they wanted to keep him on offense all day. The mistakes they've made on pit road, though, now he's had to play a little bit defense, but Chase Elliott hoping to move through the field, Marty.
Again, we talked about Joey Logano's slow stop last time. Checked in with Paul Wolf at the slow on the right rear for Logano, who restarted 16th. Fell back actually a couple spots now. He's gained back up to 16th. But Steve, you got to believe this might force Paul Wolf's hand to try something, anything here in stage 3 to get his driver back into the top 10.
Yeah, I just don't know what opportunity you're going to have, because at the front of the field, it is absolute time to go. We are seeing great battles for 2nd, for 4th between Bell and Hamlin right here. Larson leads, but barely. He's just out front of his teammate, the 24 of Byron. I mean, you see how close they are right here off the roof camera. The Toyota onboard of Christopher Bell. Where does Bell go? Bottom or top? Does he wait for the 11 to commit and take the opposite? He kind of does. He lets 11 drive to the bottom. He backs down. Tries to pick up the gas a little sooner, make it up on exit.
Points as they run, playoff points as they run, and it'd be the 5 of Larson, the 24 of Byron, his teammate, the 11 of Hamlin, and the 20 of Christopher Bell.
How about Byron jumping to the boards, trying to make that work? He saw Reddick behind him doing it, seemed to be making it work, so now he's trying it.
When there's so much on the line, Jeff, and you've got to race your teammate for it, what's that like?
Wait, look, you want to be respectful of everyone, right? You want to race people respectful so they'll race you respectful. The fact of the matter is there's some drivers that you are better racing around than others. You have more respect for than others. When it comes to teammates, you know, look, Rick Hendrick doesn't pay these guys to run second. He pays them to win. So, yeah, you're not going to go up there and wreck your teammate to win the race on purpose, but you're going to put pressure on him. Rick Hendrick expects you to do that. He doesn't expect you to be disrespectful, but he does want every single one of his drivers going after wins.
It's been 20 races since Kyle Larson last saw the checkered flag first. Can he stop that drought here today and lock himself in to Phoenix in the championship war? Like the way that this is building, Stevie, the top 5 are separated by a second.
And that's going to be the challenge when you come to that
Kyle's
pit
in
cycle
12th.
opening, right? Because we have seen a lap earlier to pit road make a big difference on the racetrack. So if you're Larson, you want to get away from these guys. Take the pressure off your pit crew and your crew chief to be perfect. If you're Byron or Reddick, Hamlin, Bell, Briscoe, you see them all inside of 2 seconds. You need to stay close enough to give your team an opportunity to make a game-changing move. Marty, what about the 19 of Briscoe currently in 6th?
Yeah, man, Steve, this top 6 is so tight. 5 playoff drivers in that top 6, and Chase Briscoe's been in that top 5 all day long until just a moment ago. Why? Listen to the radio.
Just look at the race, that's on the wall. Kind of back, they're going to make vibration. I don't know what goes out or what.
Copy.
And here's that replay of Chase Briscoe getting into the wall on the restart. James Small did look at video, said he thinks it's fine, but Chase Briscoe came back on the radio a second time and said he thinks the toe is knocked out. So how does that change the game for Chase Briscoe? We don't know how much, Jeff, but certainly feels like he's driving at a bit of a deficit right now.
Well, as close to this field is today, I mean, it is amazing the battle we're having up front all the way through the pack. Anything at all that hurts performance will be a big disadvantage. His pace isn't terrible at the moment. He's not like he's, you know, a 20th place car by any means, but, you know, when you're going to beat Larson or Byron or Reddick today, Hamlin, those guys, you're going to have a really, really good race car.
Laps to go, and it's the teammates at the front. Kyle Larson, William Byron for Hendrick Motorsports. Look at this group of the top 5. This is close. This is good stuff.
He's on the way for Rex. Who wrecks everything he gets his jaws on. So Mom and Dad used Chewy Live Chat to learn that puppyhood can last
up to 2 years.
And to get helpful tips on getting Rex under control, like trying enrichment toys. And maybe a crate. And definitely a slow feeder. For helpful humans with 24/7 support. For life with pets, there's Chewy.
Ooh, okay, Big Wheels.
We see you, Mike. Oh, you mean my beautiful new ride? Well, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, I went and found the right auto insurance rate for me. You know this thing can traverse any terrain. Terrain?
No, that's not what you call in your auntie's driveway.
Some things you can handle, like finding auto insurance coverage that's right for you with Progressive's Name Your Price tool.
Wait, what happened to the poop?
Oh, well, you know, I think it disappeared with his hairline.
Handling what your loved ones say about you, not so much.
You know what's crazy? We're eating breakfast and none of us are morning people.
I blame it on the bacon.
I concur.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Concur.
I know, right?
Sounds good in my mouth. Concur.
I read it in a book.
Word of the day.
I concur. I concur.
What's good? I'm Josh Johnson, and I've played for 14 different teams. In fact, nobody switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to Straight Talk. For good. They've got free 5G phones with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
Oh, Cole's mom. Now that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house.
A little update goes a long way.
With an extra 20% off store-wide, you can update your home and your closet. This is Mama's house now.
Before you are Arby's new steak nuggets. Tender hand-cut steak is no longer confined to a steakhouse, because these meaty marvels make the world your steakhouse. Eat them in your mid-sized sedan, eat them on your bed, or eat them at the movies, you sneaky boy. Just make sure to eat them before they're gone.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Running deep into the afternoon and deep into this race, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs continue in Vegas, the South Point 400. Time to take a look at today's lap leaders, brought to you by Safelite. Kyle Larson remains out in front. He's led 101 laps. Do you know that he's won here 3 times? He's never lost when he's led more than 100 laps. He's 3 for 3. He's perfect in that regard here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Does he make it for today and lock himself in to the championship 4?
We've had a lot of conversations of what has happened to the 5 over the summer. Really, since May on, they've quieted down. Cliff Daniels has just not gone into detail, but he said the team has been through a lot of personnel stuff, a lot of things working, challenges away from the racetrack that they've all dealt through. He's been very proud of how they kind of circled the wagons, all took care of one another, got through those moments. And Jeff, this is back to Kyle Larson that we know, and no better time than now in the playoffs. But it's not just a good 5 car, it's this lap leading 5 car. There is Cliff Daniels right there, the general of the ship. Does an amazing job leading this crew. It's clear who's in charge on the radio, who's in charge of everything. He knows the talent he has behind the wheel of Kyle Larson, and this is the form that Rick Hendrick, Jeff Ford, and the executives are definitely excited to see.
I'd say the same about William Byron, right? Where did the speed go with William Byron? He would look like, haven't seen that compared to what he had earlier in the year, and here they are running first, second.
I saw that youthful Jeff.
Byron is trying to fuck his ass. Like, that is true.
Listen, what was I doing?
Jeff
Oh,
was,
you were
Jeff
good.
was
It was a
talking,
positive.
trying to not get us to draw attention to
He did. We're going to put it back in here. We're going to really do. We're going to really
he's kind of catching up.
Got that report from Marty, and we saw the replay of the 19 having contact with the wall.
Byron might be fucking his ass
He lost
soon.
a couple spots. Gibbs got by him. Bowman just got by him.
So, Jeff, the challenge for the 19 is if the toe is knocked out, not only could it hurt the speed of the car, but maybe it's hurting the tire wear as well. Right? We've seen a bit of tire wear, and the toe's not a thing you're going to fix. Not running 8. I just don't see it. I think you're just hoping maybe to break this up into shorter runs.
Look at this.
Smallest things.
Look at this. Side by side, co-owner and employee. You remember that dramatic finish at Kansas where Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace got together and up into the fence went Bubba. Now here's Hamlin and the other driver from 2311, Tyler Reddick, one of the other 2 drivers, I should say, from 2311. And Denny makes that stick for the time being. Reddick switches back to the low line. What a scrap this has been.
Reddick
Jeff.
and Hamlin racing for 3rd.
This battle in the top 6 has been like this all day. Denny Hamlin's going to get this spot, though. Momentum down the back straightaway.
And Hamlin will
See if
get
Reddick can
3rd.
send it, and with enough speed.
But not really, not
into
yet.
turn 3. Hamlin's going to have the right momentum on corner exit.
And who does the 20 go with? Because I think there is a little bit of a draft help of who he pushes. Pointed up top, now got to the bottom.
There you go.
Man, this place is fast. It is so fast.
Hand out the window, just acknowledging. Look, these guys here that you see behind Kyle Larson, they all have a story of surging and then dropping back, surging, dropping back. Larson started 6th and has only gone one way. He went to the front on lap 174. Pardon me, well before that, because he's led for 108 laps. When he went to the front, he's just stayed there, and he's just been so stable.
This 20 car, Christopher Bell, keep an eye on him, Steve. Early in the race, he didn't look that great. Kind of, you know, maybe a 10th place car. They made a change to the car, and on the restart, he took off really, really well. Got a lot of spots. And here he is with almost the same pace as Kyle Larson. So they've done a really good job. I'd say the 11's done a good job of making their car better as well.
Yeah, what I like about the 20 is just how versatile it is. It was the bottom a minute ago, then it was the top, then it was the middle. It looks like the 20's not married to a certain position, so right here, once again, he's going to let the 11 decide. He's going to run the middle. He allows his car to get that cleaner air, generate the downforce required across the diffuser. .64 to go in the race, 31 laps on these tires. I think on the aggressive side, 10 laps away from a pit stop. More conservative, maybe 15 to 18 laps away from a pit stop. Who's willing to gamble? Who is happy with the day they're having, saying, man, we're good in the points? If you're a Bell at +8, you see that playoff bubble, do you say, I'm just going to stick with it? Or are we continuing to think a win is the goal, and how aggressive do you dare be on this pit cycle to vault your car forward?
I want to give a quick shout out to non-playoff drivers. Hocevar, Buscher, Keselowski, Busch and his teammate Austin Dillon. They're all within the top 13.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Looks like the Millers got some new furniture. And the Garcias? What? The Tippleworths? Orange Days.
Orange Days are here. 7 days of can't miss deals. Only at Ashley.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
I'm gonna go with everything on the menu. I'm Braun Strowman. I've traveled the world wrestling with WWE. From hidden culinary gems, I want this to stay in my mouth forever, to hometown legends across the country. Wow. There's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it.
Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman. Premieres Friday, October 24th on USA.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. And by Safelite, the auto glass experts. Great view high above Sin City. There it is from a distance. Only a short drive, it's only 20-25 minutes from downtown and on the strip to where we are here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You've never been, worth a visit. Come on out and see it and have some fun and see just how fast and competitive this racetrack is.
going to tell you, Alex Bowman in this 48 car, Jeff, you mentioned it earlier, since the green flag pit stop a stage ago, he was outside the top 20, and with no gimmicks, he has driven himself into the top 10, running 7th. And we focus so much on these playoff cars that continue to dominate, but this 48 is hounding the group in front, and you just wonder, is this the breakthrough for the 48, right? 48 race winless streak. It was Chicago's street race the last time, as now we see the 19 finally come to pit road. Marty Briscoe on pit road for service.
Yes, Steve, just to note, when he made contact with the wall, Chase Briscoe restarted 4th. He fell back to the back half of the top 10. 8th when he came to pit
So
road.
Briscoe, Logano, Priest, Gilliland are pitting.
Out here, and you see that wedge adjustment trying to free up the 19 car. Joey Logano, meanwhile, coming down pit road.
Ty Gibbs pitting.
Just a moment ago. This is all I've got.
Pit stops are beginning.
Free on the 22 car. He was 18th.
Bowman's pitting.
48 to 54 coming to pit road. I talked about Bowman. Well, look, he's chasing Ty Gibbs, and look, gonna have some pretty good contact.
Damn.
Dang. Oh, big contact. You wonder if there's real damage to the front of that 48. Fortunate it didn't spin Ty Gibbs out. Just get the best he can. It doesn't look
Syndic,
bad to the
Stenhouse,
naked eye, but if it moves
Reddick
the splitter or
pitting.
unseals those hood vents, that could absolutely hurt the downforce. But his job of chasing the 54 did cycle him in front off from pit road. Mark,
That's the key. Hit the guy in front of you.
That's always the key, right, Jeff? Hey, we talked about and debated whether or not Tyler Reddick and Billy
Chastain and Bubba are pitting.
Here with 55 laps to go. Or splitting it in the middle for Reddick, who's had the same complaint all day long. A little bit too free. They're run, but clearly they've got a
Here
top
comes
five
Byron.
running, just a little bit more to be a winning car. Yes.
Bell is pitting.
24 of William Byron. Most of that run, he said it was pretty good. Then just a couple of laps ago, he goes, the right rear does not feel great. We definitely need a little bit more for longevity. 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel. Dylan.
Rich Ravel's been a little bit snug and a little bit free all day today, just chasing the balance and perfection on this run. He wants to be a half number tighter.
Eric Jones is pitting.
This final run potentially of the day. 4 tires and fuel for the 20. Kyle Larson will be
Kyle Larson, the leader, is pitting.
Just less overall grip this run. We told you that Cliff Daniels had an adjustment
Denny Hamlin will take over the lead.
a couple of stops ago to try to help get them a little bit better for this final run to try and get him freed up. We'll see what that is here.
JJ Yaley, Kyle Busch is pitting.
The Zach Brown band, number 5 car, different look for him here. They'll go around and change right side tires. There's the adjustment they had planned. Wrench in the backside window on the left side. Here's the left side tires. Smooth stop service and the change for Larson.
1 extra lap for Kyle Larson, and coming around the 43.
Josh
Eric
Berry's
Jones.
pitting.
We'll see if that is a difference maker. So here, bottom of your screen, Byron already has serviced his car. Start finish now. The 5 on the apron up through the gears, but remember, at 190 miles an hour of top speed,
I don't
it
know.
is going to take Larson a little
Byron
bit
might
off the
pass
speed
him.
as he sneaks around the apron. This one is going to be close, real close. I think the 24 is going to have momentum, but does he have enough to make
Yeah,
it
Byron's
pass?
going to pass Larson.
Yes,
Wow.
he does. Lead change. Byron in front of
Or
Larson
that,
on
not
the
a lead
second.
change
He's
yet,
on
but
the
it will end up being.
2 seconds back for Byron.
Wow.
2 seconds between the lap, and he had to come around the 43 on the green flag pit stop. Now we'll see who has made the
It's
right
not for the
adjustments
lead
as the
yet,
track
but it
closes
will
with
be.
51 to go.
Remember that moment.
Dylan's pitting. Austin Dillon, AJ Allmendinger, Suarez, Cody Ware, Chris Buescher, SVG all
I
pitting.
think the 11 of Denny Hamlin saying, hey, you know
Gregson's
what?
pitting.
We're having a great day. We're having a great points day. And he still sees 51 to go in this race. And he might not want to run that long.
Catherine
on the
Legg,
second
Riley
stint.
Herbst
so
are
he's going
pitting.
to run a few extra laps. A caution here. Bingo. You're looking great. You can service your car into caution. If he does pit under green, the negative, he will lose a ton of time that the guys have pitted. The positive is he will have fresher tires, and that could make a difference. Even the last 5 laps of the race, Jeff, right?
This time on
Zane
board, Tom
Smith
Fox,
is pitting.
Denny Hamlin, let's see what a green flag stop looks like.
He was 4 seconds in arrears of Kyle Larson at the time of Larson's pit.
All right, the leader, Denny Hamlin, is
Now,
pitting.
Jeff, you're looking for that orange box on the right
Zane,
hand side.
yeah,
You see with
Zane
the sun,
Smith's
it's hard to see. Right to speed. Now he's looking at his dash. It's hard to tell with his visor, but he's very, very focused. Remember, all the way down at pit stall 1. Last pit stall on pit road, Marty.
Gotta love this chest move from Chris Gale. So far, not the speed maybe to beat the 5 and 24. So he's
Chase Elliott is pitting.
Fresher tires for Hamlin coming down pit road with 49 laps to go. Will it pay off on the back end of the run? When I talked to Denny Hamlin this week, he said the team that guesses right on how the track changes, that's going to be who wins. Look like a little bit of trouble on the right side with the jack, though, Kim.
Marty, Chase Elliott's team saw Hamlin pit. They stayed out a little bit longer, too.
Not a great stop for Hamlin. Yeah, kind of a bad stop.
The car just got a little bit hot in traffic, but it was okay.
The time will be lost. So you see Hocevar, Keselowski, McDowell yet to pit. Byron running fourth. There's Hocevar right there. So
yeah.
he's entering into turn 3. There's Byron. So let's give you the rundown. There's Byron, who's already surfaced. Larson behind him. Bell behind him. We continue to look further back. You're going to see Bowman in the bright green car jump into the picture. That 48 is fast, guys. Then there's the 54. There's the 19. Look how much time. This is going to cost the 11 of Hamlin. Don't hold your breath. You might not make it.
I don't know if
there he
you saw it
is
or not, but Denny was still in his pit box when Byron and Larson went by.
13-second stop, so you'll never know if the strategy was right because the execution wasn't. Let's see, this has been a little bit of an Achilles heel. Remember that dominant race of Kansas went away on a slow 2-tire stop. This is just, you can't have that issue on the jack at this point of the season. Listen, it's human error. It's easy to do, but you can't have that if you want to be one of the best cars out here today. We're looking for that clean execution, so a slow stop. Stressful times for Chris Gale and the crew chief.
Remember, they had some crew members suspended. 2 of them suspended. This is the first race back since that suspension. So maybe a little bit of, out of sync.
And look, pit crew guys are kind of like kickers. You know, you're going to make the extra point, everyone just expects you to make it. Short field goal, just expect you to make it. You know, they only really talk about it when you miss. And that's the tough part about being a pit crew. You're going to do hundreds of pit stops, and you just hope that the natural mistakes that will come over the course of the year, they come in the right time of the season where you can somehow recover or the right time of the race.
The 2-time Daytona 500 winner, William Byron for Hendrick Motorsport, out front. Got by his teammate and is enjoying just over a 1-second advantage over Kyle Larson. Whose day is it going to be? Opportunity to lock into the championship 4 in Phoenix.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. You harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Coffee Iced Coffee and Cold Foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
So there I was, scrolling eBay.
When I saw this.
Still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
I'm being told this is Legal Evil from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his white adult is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only paying for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
This is how you make Krispy Kreme fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing that keeps us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
No!
Well, what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out that self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and your mental health.
Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused
and your mental health a priority.
With 39 laps left in this South Point 400, let's have a look at the Xfinity fastest laps. Who owns them? Chase Briscoe got it nice and early in this one. Kyle Larson did it on lap 174 when he retook the lead. So there's a quick snapshot for you. This Relay Chevrolet, though, continues to fly out in front. William Byron over Kyle Larson. Let's go a little further. Let's go through the field. Let's go through the top 10. Kim Coon kicks us off. Kimmy?
Yeah, William Byron running in that first position. Had a great chat with Rudy Fuel this morning where he told me they learned a lot in Kansas about what not to do setup-wise. That gave them a direction. They unloaded great yesterday. They were good on the long run, best in 5, 10, and 15 lap average. Just needed some little tweaks for today. They have stepped it up, led right now going on 54 laps, earned 18 stage points. Right now this is telling them to take care of your tires. Dylan.
Again, we saw Kyle Larson lose the lead during that pit stop cycle. We have some radio that may tell more of the story. Take a listen.
What'd you say? We'll come this time here. Fine. No sweat. No sweat. We're going to pit this time. All good. 96 clean.
So Larson missed the call to pit by a lap, which made Byron come in a little bit earlier, a lap earlier. Did that make the difference or not? We'll find out. Larson said the car's as good as it's been to fire off, but is it good enough to get back by the 24? That remains to be seen. Christopher Bell in third said his car has taken off really, really good as well, as good as it has all day. Remember what he told us all weekend, that this is the race you need to win today because you don't know what lies ahead. They have chipped away at this and fallen back outside the top 10 at one point. Car may be as good as it's been all day for them, just trying to execute now and avenge what happened to them last year and punch their ticket to Phoenix. And Alex Bowman, you guys have talked about him. He runs in the 4th spot. Blake Harris, the crew chief, said this was one of their best tracks. In the spring, they raced Austin Cindric for a stage win, had a disaster day on pit road, came from the back 3 times and still finished.
Kyle Larson takes the lead.
This day has been much calmer. They've got
from
speed
Byron.
in this car and the track position to show it, Marty.
Boy, Dylan, what a run today for Tyler Reddick. Maybe their best run in recent memory, in the top 5 the entire day. But they need to take that next step with the car. Reddick says his car just goes way too free as it runs. Lee?
New race leader, Marty. Larson has got the 5 back out in front. How did it happen? What happened to William Byron? Whoa!
That shows you how on edge these cars are.
Yeah, Byron just fucking had an issue
The
there.
back of the car, kid, is always going to be borderline, and you saw it right there how loose he was.
Damn.
Nearly a second off on that lap for William Byron, which is way better than the opposite, which could have been a wrecked race car. A heck of a save, but that puts Larson back in control.
Is that the move that determines?
Almost crashed.
Almost crashed, that's right. That's what we call a crash that didn't happen.
Oof, that's going to take your breath away, Jeff.
Well, then you got to get back going, right? The race isn't over. You can't just say, hey, my car's loose, I'm just going to slow down, right? There's still a race to go win.
Think about that. Like,
Find your feet. We are not done yet.
Leading the race and has a moment that big. I mean, it just shocks me that these guys run this length of time under green that close. That wasn't a bad air situation. He wasn't right behind another car. The car just literally is so free that one of the best stock car drivers in the world almost wrecks by himself 235 laps in the race. It's shocking how unbelievable these guys are to do this all day.
You have to operate on the very edge of grip. That's where the speed is. The problem is if you cross over it, that happens.
Discounting the stage breaks, there's only been one caution in this South Point 400 today, and that was for Ryan Blaney earlier when he got into the wall. But here's that moment where, in William Byron's words, he said, I almost crashed, but I saved
there is a wreck off turn 4 right
What?
now. Big wreck. Wow.
Oh, caution's out. Oh, William Byron! William Byron's involved.
After a brilliant day.
Nemechek and Byron wreck. Oh my God! William Byron is heavily damaged.
Tell us more.
Yeah, William got on the radio and said, I had no idea he was pitting. I had no idea he was pitting. What was he doing? So William Byron kind of scratching his head there on what that incident and what caused it.
Nemechek's pitting backwards. Ty Dillon has damage.
Wounded race cars everywhere.
Man. What the fuck happened?
The road here is kind of far around the corner. We've seen some guys as they break get up into the racing line. Just take a look. Oh wow!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That he was pitting at all. Many times the spotters.
Jesus Christ! Gee, oh my god!
Clearly, no communication from up there. William Byron just had no indication.
That was
he was
crazy.
Look at John Hunter Nemechek sideways down pit road. Oh, that's ugly.
Oh.
Trying to figure out where that 10 is in reference, Jeff. Is he higher than others that have come to
Man!
There are many drivers that have come to pit road not on the white line. I think you should be on the white line. I know it's a little quicker if you're using more of the racetrack. But
that was brazy.
We don't know what was going on with Ty Dillon. Maybe he was having a problem with his car, had to come to pit road quickly. We
Jesus
don't know, but
Christ.
an impact.
Totally unabated. Just slamming into the back.
And an amazing day. 55 laps led.
AMR safety team on the scene.
William Byron's going to finish 36th.
That they can take from this race is the speed that they brought and the playoff points that they earned.
Byron is done.
18 stage points, not playoff points, 18 stage points.
Here's some 10 radio.
Happened there. Spotter, we were coming too. He just didn't get it.
Whatever. Let's take it out of our misery anyways. I apologize to everybody. That was terrible.
I'll be right back. I'm going to pee.
The spotter of the 10 was saying that he was letting them know, I guess is what he is saying there, but we heard the report that William had no idea. You could tell by the closing rate, he had no idea that the 10 was slowing down.
And a little bit out of a sequence, right? So when people start pitting, you start recognizing, hey, there's a pit sequence going on. And you're a little more aware that guys might be pitting in front of you, but the 10-car pitting is kind of completely out of sequence with everyone else.
Yeah.
So William would not have been thinking that he was going to come down pit road.
It's a relief to see, yeah.
Just had that big loose moment, right? Probably trying to get back in the rhythm and watch this closing rate.
For both the drivers to get out and are okay is an incredibly positive result, but this was nasty.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to go time. I'll go start the car. Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand up on the Statue of Liberty and talk about how
33.5-minute green flag run.
So you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
Huh. What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Oh, Cole's mom. Now that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house. A little update goes a long way. With an extra 20% off store-wide, you can update your home and your closet. This is Mama's house now.
active pit road. It comes alive with what should be the last stop of the day. It's busy down there, so too is Dylan Welsh.
Race leader Kyle Larson, top of the screen, said the car turns better, but I had less overall grip. He just asked for more of that right rear grip for the last 25 laps. Christopher Bell in the middle box said the car took off really well. Think that bodes well for them on another short run, Marty.
Chase Briscoe said definitely better on that run. I'm just not sure what I am lacking to tell you to get more speed. Two-tire call for James Small. That was the last second call. Denny Hamlin, second chance at 11 pit crew to redeem themselves. Said the balance is better, but 4 tires for the 11 and a host of 2-tire stops. How about that, Lee?
They're rolling the dice, pardon the pun, but they're rolling the dice here in Vegas. 2-tire stop. Is that going to last? Is it going to make it 27? Unfortunately, William Byron, Ty Dillon, no longer in this race after that.
It is a good question. Was the sun a factor in any of that?
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a wonderful...
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app. There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting. Launching and battling over a bottle of champagne. You harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
So there I was, scrolling eBay.
When I saw this.
Still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
From Las Vegas to Talladega. Next weekend, we'll see you in Alabama. And all 3 series, Craftsman Trucks on Fox, and you've got NASCAR Xfinity Series, both qualifying, everything on CW. And we'll be on network television on NBC, not only for Talladega, but for Martinsville, and of course the championship finale as well. 2 p.m. Eastern, NBC next Sunday from Talladega. It will be an important race in the complexion of this championship run, and so too will the closing 24 laps of this race here. Time now for the ones to watch, presented by Credit One Bank. So I think you're going to stay with this guy here in the 5, Kyle Larson. He's 3 for 3 every time here at this track. When he's led more than 100 laps, he's gone on to win. So does he become a 4-time winner today? I say yes.
I'm going to a non-playoff driver, Alex Bowman, in the 48.
Briscoe's in the lead.
48 races since this car went to victory lane.
Like
I'm going to tell you, he's the 2nd car on 4 fresh tires, only in 6. His teammate did it in Kansas for 10th at only 2 laps. So 6th to 1st with 25 to go. I think it could be Alex Bowman's day.
Well, the guy behind him also on 4 tires, Christopher Bell. Runner-up in this race the last 2 years. He told us at the start of this race during the pace laps how excited he was to get going, and here he is with a chance to win with a short run to the finish. Let's ride along with Christopher Bell. The crash with William Byron and Ty Dillon. Look at this. Sun in his eyes.
Just missed it.
In front of him. Hangs the left, gets by it.
It's so often that we talk about drivers who get unlucky. That was incredibly fortunate, and that may just allow Christopher Bell to capitalize and go on and lock his way into the championship.
Imagine if Bell had gone in that wreck.
I need to give you some important numbers. So the 19 Chase Briscoe out in front. The two-tire stop, he went from 6th to 1st. For Joey Logano, he went from 13th to 2nd with that two-tire stop. For the 6th
Yeah,
of Brad
Byron's now
Keselowski,
15
14th
below
to
the
3rd,
cut line.
And for the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen, he's gone from 16th to 5th. They're all gambling a little to see if they can last.
They've all had Joey Logano down most of the day. He has really been the worst running of the playoff guys. Paul Wolf and this team, hey, we're going to do something different. They did it in this race last year, you know, restarted. They nowhere near had the best car. Found a way to win with strategy. Here they are trying something again.
So let's focus on the bottom left just for a second. Blaney, minus 32. He's wrecked and off, not going anywhere. Chase Elliott, minus 24. Running in 18th. Lots of points available if he can move forward. Joey Logano, minus 21. No real points available, but in one more position, it's an automatic berth if he can win this race. And then you have William Byron, who just wrecked, right? So when you look at those points, understand how quickly it can change in complexion of just these restarts right here.
And I would go back even deeper in the field. Talked about Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin restarting in 10th. Who is going to be able to take off with forward momentum on two tires? You don't know which lane's going to go well. You haven't seen this today. This is the first time we've been in this situation. So if you're Bell, what are you doing here? Are you jumping on the outside trying to make it 3 wide?
Well, Bowman is. He's going to go on the apron. That
All
48
right.
car is probably on the apron leaving the track.
Getting ready to go back green.
Not change lanes until you get to the start-finish line.
Jeff's got all the rules.
And keep in mind that black and gold number 5 Zach Brown band Hendrick Motorsports Chevy of Kyle Larson is the first car on
Back
4
green.
tires.
Briscoe's in the lead.
Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Back to it. Logano and Briscoe, the two-tire stop. Keselowski, the two-tire stop. Larson did 4.
Logano. Oh, there we go. Trouble. Caution. Oh, man. SCG, Allmendinger. This Ty Gibbs. Damn.
You could feel that. It
That was about a 16-second green flag run there.
A couple roads were, yes, and entering turn 1. And I feel like they wrecked before they even got to turn 1.
Exactly. So the 6 blocks bottom, 48 drives middle. That's 3 wide road 2. The row behind that gets 3 wide. And to your point, Jeff, they're really not even at full speed. I think they just start ping-ponging off each other. Let's take a really good look here. Watch 4th row. Now 3rd row. The 54's right rear and the 20's left front come in contact with one another. If we back that up, it's kind of like they're not in defined lanes. So right here, 20's looking left. Oh, yep. I don't know if the 20 was getting pushed by the 54, but the contact between Bell and the 54 sends the 54 spinning.
Ty Gibbs had big
I feel like it
contact.
started with the 88 and the 20. Watch this. See this contact right there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Clear high, dig. Dig. Okay.
You know, if you ask yourself, where's Bell going? To the front. Bell's trying to get to the front to win this race, and it's just...
Yeah, he was going to try to go to the middle, and the 54 was coming up. Just a restart. I mean, it's just everybody. Look at Chase Elliott back here. Look how close he gets to getting in this wreck.
Kyle was in
Here's the view
ninth.
from Ty Gibbs. And listen.
What do you even do, right? I feel like the 20 was trying to get below the 88. The 54 was coming up. It just, that's right, just a restart. I mean, you just have to be so aggressive.
Here's Van Gisbergen's view.
It's happened so quick.
Here's Cody Ware.
I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing you could do. He was slowing down. You saw people beside him not slowing down, speeding up, and it actually worked out better for them.
He was back there minding his own business and wrong place, wrong time.
He did nothing wrong.
Kim, tell us more about Chase Elliott.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, he didn't get quite out of that damage-free. He said he got hit on the left rear pretty hard on the tire. He said, I think it's bent, but nothing we can do. Right now, running in the 15th position. Not enough damage that they're going to give up that track position to bring him down, but something to keep an eye on as we continue with 21 laps to go here at Vegas, Marty.
Kim, glad to see Ty Dillon out of the infield care center, the caution before. So walk us through your perspective on things. Did your spotter let the 24 know you were coming to pit road?
Yeah, it was a rough day for our Field Street Sugarland team. There was something wrong with our race car all day. We just couldn't get it fixed. So we were hoping to get it back to the shop and diagnose that. And my spotter told me that he let the 24 spotter know we were coming to pit road. Maybe I didn't wave him off enough, but I feel like at this level, you kind of trust your spotter to do that. I don't know what we do different there. Just about to hit pit road and just take tires and kind of are taking our medicine on the day, unfortunately. And I hate it for the Hendrick guys. I hate it for Chevrolet that it happened that way, but I'm not even looking out of the mirror at that point. I'm just trying to hit my points to get on pit road, and he hit me hard. So, just it's an unfortunate way for that to happen.
Were you coming to pit road higher than you normally had all day long under a green flag stop?
I don't think so. No, that's pretty much the line I had taken all day. Trying to still compete and get on pit road as hard as I can. You use up as much of the banking as you can, then you dip down low. I don't think I was egregious in that. So maybe just a lack of information being transferred. I know our car looked really cool with the camo on it with Field and Stream, and maybe it blended in a little bit, but I hate it for them. We brought on great partners this year, and we didn't put our best foot forward as a team, but we hope to have them back, hope to have Sugarlands back, and do good for them in the future.
Well, Lee, as he mentioned, a hard impact. Just glad to see that Ty Dillon is okay after that one.
And Jeff, you and I have sat up here and watched a couple waves of green flag pit stops, and I think it's fair to say that he could have been closer to the white line, but I think it's absolutely fair to say he is by no means higher than a lot of other cars that were coming to pit road. So, I don't know what everybody's going to say and what driver etiquette is. Not the lowest, but not the highest either. Marty, how about the other side of the conversation?
Yeah, let's chat with William Byron. Glad to see him walking out of the infield care center as well. Man, walk us through how all that went down and how much time you had to react when you saw the 10 come into pit road.
I never saw him wave. I didn't see any indication that he was pitting, and it was probably 12 to 15 laps after we had pitted, so I thought the cycle was fully over. Nobody said anything to my spotter from what I know. I had zero idea. Everybody's been wrapping the paint really far around the corner, and that's what I was doing to have a good lap. And I was watching him thinking, okay, he missed the bottom a little bit here, and then he just started slowing, and I was like, had no idea what was going on. So I'm just devastated. I had no indication, so I obviously wouldn't have just driven full speed in the back of him like that.
You talk about the devastation. Were you thinking that you had a winning race car today, William?
We were right there with the 5. I got loose a few laps before and lost the lead, which I was bummed about, but was going to try to get my balance back to a reasonable place. I was a little bit loose that run, looser than I expected to be, and was just kind of pacing it. And just as good as we were, and just as good as the race was going, for random shit to happen like that, it just sucks. So I don't know. I can't believe it. I obviously would never do that. During the cycle, you're anticipating guys pitting, and it just sucks.
You can tell the disappointment in his voice, but I want to go back to the word William Byron used, Lee, and that was devastation. He knew he had a shot to win the race, and certainly to lose it in that fashion, not what the 2014 wanted or expected.
Well, a couple things. I think communication is the key here. Ty Dillon said he did not wave. He did not give an indication to William Byron he was pitting. He expected his spotter to provide that information. Brandon Lyons, one of the very best spotters in the series for William Byron, he never saw the signal from the spotter. So miscommunication all the way around on the spotter stand and also on the racetrack. And also, you had no idea that he was going to pit because the pit cycles had already happened. He just was no indication that someone was going to be pitting, so he wasn't looking for it.
So, Jeff, you were spot on. I didn't even think of that, but it was clear that these drivers understand when you're in a pit cycle to just be more aware of that. It's his first comment was we were 12 or 15 past my pit stop, so I assumed the cycle was done. Then he followed up with the line to help his car with to wrap the white line even longer. You probably wouldn't have done that if you thought you were in a pit cycle. So just an awful set of circumstances. It comes down to communication. If he felt the 10 was too high, I feel like William would have said that. He didn't. So I just feel like this is an area of the racetrack that we see close calls a lot, and lack of communication and kind of an oddly timed pit stop ends up taking William Byron out of the race.
If Ty Dillon could have been on the white line, he still would have hit him.
Good point. That's a great point.
There was no,
because he was on the white line.
Yes, the closing
Yeah,
line was
well
so
said.
great. It
Well
would
said.
not have mattered.
Man, that's too bad. You
I got
could
Popeyes.
just tell. I mean, everybody, like, poor William is just shell shocked. He's trying to process everything that's happened. And,
Well, because if you think big picture wise, he
man.
doesn't go to the championship for.
That's right.
After the next 2 weekends, he will be thinking back to that moment
yes.
for so long. And he was so good today, leading 55 laps. Keen to get the thoughts of Brad Doherty and our Hall of Famer DJ Dale. Jarrett, what'd you make of that, fellas? And what are your thoughts on the race as a whole?
Well, it's been a great race, a lot of battling, a lot of strategy. That last restart, I want to go back to, Brad, because that was kind of the perfect storm. We had drivers getting 2 tires.
Yes.
We had drivers that are in the playoffs getting 4 tires there. And then you also have drivers that aren't in the playoffs anymore that took 2 tires, got themselves into position right here. So kind of the perfect storm for something to happen. Not even sure it's the last caution of the day, the way this is going.
Yeah, I think that's all because of Kyle Larson. Briscoe and Logano both took 2 tires. They both have wounded race cars. They're in front. Larson's closest to him. He gets past those guys. They'll be difficult for the rest of the playoff guys to pass. So everyone was trying to get as much real estate as possible on that restart. And I think you have to do that because it gets spread out. You let Larson get shotgun on the field, you got a problem. So when that flag drops, you got to go.
One thing that I want to make note of here is that this long caution is a major advantage to Briscoe and Logano on 2 tires.
Yep.
We know 4 tires are better than 2. And you now have cooled them down. You now have got tons of heat out of those tires. I'm not saying they're going to be better, but this is best case scenario for these 2 cars.
Well, another thing is Bowman, who was kind of the guy squeezing his way through 3 wide. He was scored in front of the 5 at the time of yellow. So he'll now be the 3rd car coming to choose. We'll see if he chooses inside or outside. And Brad K up there, you said it earlier, RFK still trying to get that win. That would take a lot of the sting out of the year. Hamlin and Bell back in the mix. And Chase Elliott all the way up to 13th.
By the way, it's not the kind of history you want to create, but that was a landmark moment for Cup racing at Vegas for the biggest single accident with 11 different cars involved. That was wild. And the laps just keep on ticking down. Music to the ears of the 19 team, the 22 team, and those who took 2 tires. Van Gisbergen is out, of course. He was involved in that accident, but Keselowski's one of those 2-tire stoppers.
Let's go back, continue the conversation with Ty Dillon and William Byron. So there's Ty Dillon, the first car. There's a car in between them, right? So Ty Dillon down the back straightaway, no indication, hand out the window, there's nothing, I'm pitting. And Ty Dillon said, hey, I didn't show it because I was expecting my spotter to communicate that. With his hand out the window, had he done that, William Byron sees that. He can see it, and he just never got his hand out the window. The communication didn't happen on the spotter stand. So, just, again, a lack of communication, and here we are.
Jeff, you feel like as a driver, you feel like you have an obligation, even in today's world of communication, hand out the window.
I think hand out the window is never wrong.
Just old school, right?
I don't think it's wrong.
All right, there's your choose.
Yep.
19 bottom, 22 top, no surprise. 48 bottom, 5 top, no surprise really there for me as well.
There's going to be some, I don't want to call it desperation, but there's going to be some very enthusiastic driving at this restart with the likes of Alex Bowman trying to get a first win on the season, with those trying to lock themselves into the championship 4. Keselowski trying to get first win on the season. Dylan, tell us more about the 19.
Let's get the thoughts of his crew chief. Kay, how much do you anticipate these yellow laps helping you on 2 tires here?
It's definitely a benefit. Still don't know if it'll be enough, but we just had to take a shot. We fallen back to 7th or 8th there, wherever we were, and I don't know how many other opportunities we'll get here. So we'll see how it shakes out. Could be upside down here in a few laps, or it might work out. So hopefully Chase can hang on.
Gotta go for it. Thanks, James. Not the first time that James Small has made that two-tire call. He did it back at Worldwide Technology Raceway and dragged Briscoe kind of from obscurity up into the top 10.
From someone who sat there and felt the nerves that we just heard, I said a lot about drivers stepping up and big.
Get ready to go back.
That's a big time call from James Small. We will see if it works.
The other thing that happened in that wreck is the 11 of Denny Hamlin got around the 20. So the 11 has gained a spot.
Are you ready? Does the gamble pay off? We're
about
to find out. Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Good restart, Briscoe. He's left Bowman behind. Logano's going with him. It's the teammates side by side with Bowman, and here comes Denny up on that high line. Keselowski's pushing Bowman down low. Kyle Busch is in the mix too in the 8.
Come on, Kyle.
That Denny Hamlin gained during that crash gave him the opportunity to make this move.
First two guys made the two-tire stop. Will it last? Will they have the speed? Here comes Hamlin and Bowman and Larson. And Reddick's not done with yet either, as he goes on the inside of Keselowski.
So far, 2 tires holding up great on the 19 and the 22. 48 on 4. Ben Larson.
Going to the bottom. Logano gave him the bottom, but now he got really tight.
Larson around his teammate with authority. The 5 goes to 3rd. Now he's working on Logano. Hamlin's trying to find a way through on Alex Bowman. Meanwhile, Reddick's gone right around the outside.
Every lane the 11 chooses gets blocked. He can't find a way. You said it, Diff. He keeps losing positions while the 5 keeps gaining them. Still 12 laps, but he has to get by Logano first. I think he has done it.
Sure has. Larson is on the move. The highest placed car that got 4 tires on that last stop.
Denny Hamlin through the middle, threads the needle, gets 2 for 1 in one set of corners. He's now chasing the 5 down.
11 laps to go here in Vegas.
Denny's just going anywhere they aren't. He is willing to put that car in any position.
Look at the momentum he gets. Can he get to the left side? He does.
He'll clear Logano easily here.
There's Denny for 3rd.
Chase Briscoe making 2 tires work. He needs to do it for 10 more laps.
Larson better get going because that 11 car is flying.
Chase Briscoe is 10 laps away from locking himself in to the Championship 4 for the first time in his Cup Series career.
And look who's chasing him. The 5 and the 11. Stacked trifecta at the front of the field. The 11 climbs the bank. He's trying to get momentum. The 5 a little defensive line.
Oh, they both had a good run on the corner exit right here, though. Look at that. Briscoe did not roll the center very well.
Can he hold them off for 9 more laps? Briscoe, Larson, Hamlin. 2 Joe Gibbs Racing's teammates. And in the middle is Mr. Hendricks, main man.
Briscoe can't go to the bottom here. He ran the bottom of the last lap. And
Larson's trying the inside, not going to do it.
He can make it work. I think they'll gain a ton of momentum.
Now trying the outside. Trying the outside.
A better corner for the 19 that time.
These lead trio, they've left Logano and Reddick and Bowman and everybody else behind. It's down to these 3.
Good corner for the 11. Big corner, big momentum out of the 11. Will he have enough time? On board, high, low. Where does the 11 go? He's got to go high.
Larson gave him the top.
Here comes Hamlin.
Can he stand the gas right there? Keep the 5 down a lane. He does it. Power move by the 11.
Hamlin past Larson.
Hamlin the outside.
But he's not giving up. Larson is fighting.
Larson not giving up. Not giving up, though.
It's working better for Briscoe.
Oh, he's going to slide him. He did.
Larson back to 2nd.
Yep, Larson got the spot.
And again, while these 2 guys scrap, that gives Chase Briscoe some relief.
Briscoe says, keep side drafting each other, please.
Hamlin has got this outside rolling.
6 laps to go.
That one side draft from the 5 and the 11 might be the answer for the 19. Was that enough? Was that the gap? That half a second he gained?
Christopher Bell, Joey Logano. Look at the run Kyle Busch is having in the 8.
Early in the race, Kyle Busch was in trouble. Here he is in 7th place.
Side by side for second.
Kyle
You mentioned it. I had talked about how the 8
looking like he'll have a good finish.
But today they have found something that Kyle likes in that 8 car. I think Hamlin's going to get him down the bottom. There it is. Hamlin through. Is there enough time?
That is not what Briscoe wanted to see, because this 11 car is fast.
4.5 laps.
Hamlin trying to catch Briscoe.
Championship for in his quest for his first championship. 59 wins. Will today be 60?
The hot topic within Joe Gibbs Racing not that long ago was conduct between teammates. How do they race each
Here
other?
comes Denny Hamlin on the outside. On the outside.
Hamlin again goes up on the high side. Remember, it's a 2-tire stop versus a 4-tire stop. Denny's better equipped with 4
Hamlin to the lead.
Big time moments for big time athletes. Denny Hamlin trying to put his name as the first to advance. He needs 3 1/4 more perfect laps because Larson is back on the offensive.
What a great job on the restart, and what a great job by Chris Gale making the changes to this car to give him this speed needed to win this race. It's not over yet, but he's in great position.
Remember, he had that shifter issue earlier in the race. The car wasn't great in the first stage. Chris Gale and the crew worked on getting it more comfortable, more user-friendly, more speed out of the 11 for Denny Hamlin.
They've done a great job. They also had some fortune. Remember, that wreck started. He was in 10th. He came out of that wreck in 6th.
2 laps to go for Denny Hamlin.
As Larson fights Briscoe for second and grabs it.
Briscoe doing all he can, Jeff. I think the 2 tires are finally giving up on the 19. It's going to be a really good day. Not the win they were looking for, but a great battle for Briscoe.
And Logano, he has hung on to 6th place. He's kind of leveled out. Bowman is behind him, but not catching him at a high rate of speed. So if this thing finishes, great call by that team to
There you
get
go.
a better finish than what they had done on run all day.
White flag for Denny Hamlin.
Credit one bank. 1 lap to go to determine Denny Hamlin.
My win
for the
pick.
Championship 4. What a gritty performance. Coming back from those early race challenges. The 44-year-old veteran who is still searching for that elusive championship. Well, he's going to get win number 60. He's won in Vegas before.
And Denny Hamlin will clinch the Final 4.
Denny Hamlin is going to Phoenix.
Let's go, Denny. How about that?
Denny Hamlin wins at Las Vegas and will be racing for a championship.
Look at the 11 team. So pumped, and rightly so.
Championship bound. Here we come.
Championship bound indeed.
Thank you.
He's emotional.
Steve said it. That's number 60.
Oh,
60
man.
wins
We all
is
know you earned
massive.
that.
Win number
Forget it.
60.
We all know. Love you, man.
Denny's dad has not been well. And at his last victory, he dedicated that to his dad. And once again, you heard Chris Gale do that one for Dad. And look at where he sits in the history of the NASCAR Cup Series, tied with Kevin Harvick. 10th on the all-time win list with 60.
He came down into the pit road, do a burnout right in front of his team.
going to mean a lot. He knows his time in the sport remaining is limited. And he's going to maximise and capitalise on every opportunity.
Number 60 for Denny.
What if this is his last win?
Fashion. He's wanted it for his dad, Dennis. Thought he had it a couple of weeks ago at Kansas.
I mean, it could be.
But he makes it happen here in Las Vegas. And welcome to the championship for Denny Hamlin. He had tears in his eyes going around the racetrack. Gonna go grab this checkered flag, and I think
an emotional win for him.
Going to Chesterfield, Virginia, to his dad, Dennis. Hamlin and Joe Gibbs Racing onto the championship 4. You still have tears in your eyes. How much were you thinking as you celebrated number 60 about your dad, Dennis, because you wanted this one for him?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. I usually, it's the point where I kind of give the fans some shit, but not today. I appreciate all of you so much.
It's okay.
Man.
Yeah, just.
I didn't expect him to be emotional.
I want to say hi to my dad, family, back at home, all the friends that came out there for Vegas, hoping we get 60, but I didn't think we were. Yeah, just put the pedal down those last 10 laps and made it happen.
How did you make it happen, Denny? Because it looked like it might not happen.
Chris did an amazing job on that final stop, getting the cars just right, and I just held it down. That's all I could do is just go for it. I felt like I had nothing to lose, just go for it and try to punch the ticket now, and man, this one feels great.
We talked about the dedication you've shown because you feel like your championship window is right now. 7 hours of sim this week, all the effort that went into it. But did you think this has been such a hit or miss racetrack for you guys that it can happen today?
I mean, if you would ask me yesterday, I would have said no. But, you know, just super proud of this team for making the adjustments they did. Pit crew for doing a great job all day, and AM PM. This is only my second race with these guys. When we get new sponsors, we typically win with them. So appreciate them, Toyota, Jordan Brand, Shady Rays, Coca-Cola, all of our partners, Sport Clips, Progressive, and I don't know. I just don't know what to say. It was very unexpected. You know, with those last 15 laps, I didn't think we were going to win, but I knew I was going to give it all I had.
On so many levels, this one means a lot more. Number 60 for Denny Hamlin. This one is for the Hamlin family, and Denny is on to the championship 4 in Phoenix.
What a day. What a day, not only for Hamlin, but what a day as far as the series. Lots to talk about in the Progressive post-race show coming up. Lots of drivers to hear from. An eventful day. A scary wreck involving William Byron, who looked like he was en route to victory. There was only one person en route to victory. He made that happen. Driving, coming through, passing his teammates.
Denny Hamlin wins.
6th win on the season and 60th of his career. And the first to go to the championship 4. That's how much it matters.
I didn't expect him to be emotional for that.
Post-race show presented by Progressive coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Before taking Brestree for my COPD, I had bad days.
But yeah.
Days ruined by flare-ups.
I'm going to end this right here.
It could permanently damage my lungs.
I'm going to post my stream schedule right now.
About Brestree, and I noticed things changed.
My stream schedule for the week.
Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved.
All the times are Eastern.
Brestree also helped improve my
and they are
symptoms,
subject to change.
and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the
Monday.
Now, I worry less about bad days
I will not be
and enjoy
live.
more good days.
Brestree won't replace a rescue inhaler.
Tuesday, I'll be live for the Dodgers and the Brewers NLCS Game 2. I'll be live at 7:55 for that.
Your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
Wednesday, I'll be live for the Blue Jays and Mariners ALCS Game 3. I'll be live at 7:55 for that.
AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Thursday, I'll be live for the Brewers and Dodgers NLCS Game 3. I'll be live at 5:55 for that.
The NASCAR America post-race show.
And then Friday, I'll be live for the Talladega Truck Race at 3:55.
What a day.
Saturday, I'll be live for the Talladega Xfinity Race at 3:45.
Here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
And then Sunday, I'll be live for the Talladega Cup Race at 1:45. So yeah, I'm going to post that right now. I'm going to end this shit right here. Fun times today, fun race. So we look for all week.
To go forward to get that win was so impressive.
Denny Hamlin into the Final Four. Only 3 races left.
4 drivers below. Then we have work to do as we head to Talladega.
Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.